afternoon. Yeah, that you knew. Harris is drinking, and yes, I'm thinking, and I'm plotting and scheming. Yo. Back up in the building for another edition of the Harry's Drinking Again Pubcast. I am your host, Harry Too Scary, aka Mr. Harris. And tonight, the 91st edition of TNR, baby. That's Thursday Therapy Night Rants. Back up in effect, 91 weeks in a row. Doing the damn thing. And I don't know what to say. We getting in the mood here, man. Fall vibes. We got some October stories. And we're going to talk a little bit about seasonal depression. Hence the thumbnail, the different things. Before we get too lost in the sauce, I would love to let you know that the Harris is Drinking Again Pubcast is officially sponsored by Gubba Rum. It's very delicious rum. Go visit gubbarum.com to find out where you can purchase your bottle if you're on the East Coast or in certain southern states. They offer two delicious rums, Gubba Silver, which is an infused coconut rum, and they got the Gubba Gold, which is a vanilla infused rum. No artificial sugars or additives. And it's really infused with natural flavoring. So go to gubbarum.com to find out the Gubba difference. That's right. I will be sipping them throughout the night. It was a last minute decision. I was like, I got a canned Long Island in the fridge, some margarita mix. I bought a Pabst Blue Ribbon for $1.16. I mean, come on. I had to do that. But last minute decision. I was digging in the fridge, and I said, fuck, I'm going to do a michelada. Let's go. So, yes. Harry's Drinking Again. Michelada and Gubba Rum. You already know. Somebody already let the cats in. All right. Thank you so much to everybody. Another edition here. Brother Ray up in the building early. Hold on. We got some damn gnats and shit. I might actually have to close this door. Damn. I'm going to have to do it. The lights is too bright. Give me 7 seconds. I apologize. All right. I sent the link out in our Facebook chat, so you might hopefully get a couple people in and out. But nonetheless, I am Harris. Thank everybody for tuning in, whether you're listening now or in the future. Here we are, the 91st episode. I'm closing in on 100, and life is life. Ups and downs, different things. I've been trying to be very consistent with this, and that's one thing I've been talking and preaching a lot. It's like, consistency and everything. And 104 shows in a row was the goal, right? 2 years. And so putting together a few shows for the 100th episode. I want to make that real special. Got a couple unreleased interviews that will be coming out. Other than that, I actually thought today, I was like, damn, I might have to take a little 2-week vacay after the 2-year mark. But then I said, well, what the hell? No, let's plot before that. And then if we need to reorganize the show, we will do that. But it's just been an interesting journey. I'm going through a lot of the footage. Also going to start working on the end of the year clip again of all the events and podcasts and people that have taken place during the year. So some fun stuff. We also got the Clips channel up. Hi to Clips. Nothing but shorts for all you ADHD individuals. And I believe we just cracked the 300 subs this week as well. So thank you to that. Let's drop a bomb for that real quick. And we're just going to continue grinding, continue climbing. Saturday and Sundays now, you can catch us on WDJYFM.com at 11 p.m. Same time, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific. Gives you a whole different perspective of the show, audio only for now. But shout out to Hype Media Global. Doing the damn thing. All right, let's pour up this michelada in the A&W mug. Just gonna throw a little beer on top there. We have the Anthony Llama's Bloody Mary mix, 5 pepper, one of the best. Anthony Llama's 5 pepper Bloody Mary mix, delicious. Give that a little stir. Tahine rim. Oh, that was good. That was damn good. All right, let's send a link out here. I'm gonna read off something. Seasonal depression. You know, a lot of people go through different things, right? Some people, you know, I don't use these terms for myself much anymore, but it's something that people speak about. And matter of fact, we just got B in the building. We'll address that there with him. That'll be a good one, because this is therapy, baby. And the last couple of weeks have been interesting for me over here as well. I had my brother on the show. Very, very revealing stuff. Almost too revealing. Shout out to you, my brother. All right. Looks like we got Beeline up here in the building. This gentleman that's getting ready to come on, no stranger to the Harris Drinkin Again pub. You can catch him on episode 45 and 67, but they took it down, and you can catch him on the Pods Giving and a couple others. Go check out his channel, Beeline Entertainment LLC. He does his show every Sunday and goddamn every day of the week now. But anyway, coming to the stage. Uh-oh. B. I was getting ready to hook him in too. Okay. There we go. So coming to the stage, Brian Beeline.
Back in the building, brother.
Back up in the building.
Trying to figure out I'm here in a minute. I'm trying to figure out I can't hear you yet. I don't know if you can hear me. Figure this out real quick.
Yep, I can hear you here. Boom. I could hear you in the beginning. You over there?
All right, there we go.
Y'all good?
All good, brother. What's going on, bro?
All right.
Been a minute. I ain't been on here in a minute.
I know, man. It's been time flies in the world in general, and I don't know for you, but week to week I can't even keep up because you got I gotta edit and put this out, and the next thing you know, it's it's been 3 months. You know.
Consistent. Consistently, like you were saying earlier, bro. That's one thing I give you all the time. Mad props for is you've been behind this mic every single week, getting it done, bro. And it definitely shows. The show is elevated. You can see everything that's changed with it. I just saw congratulations on the 300 subscribers and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, doing big things, bro. Listening to the radio channel. I'm like, damn, Harris over here got his whole fucking shit together.
I'm trying, man. It's been a slow process, hard process, but it's fun. I'm still having fucking fun with it, man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's important.
yeah, and no one's gonna help us but ourselves, you know. So just trying little different avenues, little whatever other platform will listen. You know, I'm a notorious for I do a lot of events, so I do a lot of hand to hand. So I'm leaving my business card everywhere, you know, in the urinal. I'm leaving it in the gas pump. When I pull off it, I put it in the credit card slot. So
Yeah.
I don't know, I do a lot of guerrilla promoting and shit, you know.
That's, in my opinion, that's the best way. When somebody's looking at something physically and they don't got to just see it on the screen where they can easily just swipe, like you can easily walk away too. But if it's in your line, it's making you pick it up, it's making you do something with it, it's physical. Like to me, that's a big part of like, contact with somebody and shit like that or whatever. I think we miss that a lot now because we do rely a lot on social media and everything like that to put your point across. But you're missing that interaction, that physical interaction. So I definitely do agree with that. Business cards, all that shit. But what's good, bro?
Man, I've been getting a little bit more personal on the show. I had one of my half brothers on the show last week. We didn't grow up together, but we reconnected later in life, and then we didn't talk for a few years. Had him on, so that was interesting. And I got a 15-year-old stepdaughter too, man. So we've been dealing with some stuff, with teenagers shit. A few things been ailing me around the house, home life, different things. Today was a pretty decent day because, every day is a good day, but a lot of stuff, communication. You talk about it, and then I'm the type of motherfucker too in my house and my relationship, like where, I'll let stuff maybe bottle up only for a little bit, whatever it is. Baby, I woke my girl up about 3 a.m. or something the other night. I couldn't sleep, man. I'm sitting there, a lot of shit weighing on my brain, and I'm thinking of my podcast too, pubcast. Sorry, I gotta keep pubcast, motherfuckers. And even the negative thoughts start coming in too, and I'm over here like, man, hating on myself, right? And I'm just like, why are you even doing this? There ain't nobody listening. You over here, 2 years in, blah blah blah, all this stuff, and I'm shaking it. I had to wake her. Hey, wake up! I just need to talk for a minute. Shit, I need to get this shit. I feel a negative aura right now. Just boom. We talked about some other shit, and then everything was done, right?
Yeah.
And that's one of the topics tonight, kind of like seasonal depression, October stories, and fall vibes was what I put in my little topic. And because for me in general, I've been getting better the last few years, but probably up until 30 or so, my birthday's in September. So I generally do go through a very dark kind of period. A lot of drug use has taken place in that fall time. It's dark, it gets cold. I don't know, man. It gets spooky time. A lot of
my shit.
Cheating and different things. I've a lot of fucking around. There's something about that fall vibe. Even though I love it, I love fall clothes. I love the weather, the events.
Yeah, the change. Yeah, I love that shit too. I love it. I love. It always represents change to me, bro. Whenever the seasons change, like it's a hard change too. It's not like you go from summer to everybody's outside. It's fucking hot. Everybody feels like they got to be outside, something to do. It's nice out, so you consistently want to be involved in shit. Especially when I was younger too. Like my 20s going into 30s and stuff, shit like that or whatever. I was fucking reckless when I was younger and stuff like that. So I did a lot of shit. I was involved in a lot of different things. And I came out of it, and I always say lucky. I was lucky to not be in as bad a situation as some people that I know. We're fucking dead, to be honest with you. But getting older and then having my son was like, that was the biggest thing. I always tell everybody that's like the biggest thing that kind of changed my life, like 360, yo. Like, cause I moved to Georgia, got away from like my old like, stomping grounds and shit like that or whatever, and was like forced into a life change. And that's why, growing up, going from that depression, stage or whatever, because of everything that came with that, me having to literally be completely somewhere where I don't know nobody, I'm by myself pretty much for the last 10 years, to building from that and allowing that to happen, not, drearing on it, not staying on it, just allowing it to fucking happen. Whatever was happening, just keep maintaining the best way that I could. And now, fucking 7 years later after that, full family, getting married, doing this podcast show shit for 4 years. Like, it's incredible, man. Like, it's just stages in life, bro. I think everybody just really needs to, it's definitely easier said than done, but you got to understand the transitions, man. Transitions happen and learn how to just adapt to them shits, man. Like you were saying, being able to see fall coming and then knowing like the different mentalities you had in those previous periods. Like, just because you had it back then don't mean you need to keep having it. Like, it happened, but what's happening now? Like, you got 300 subscribers. You got, you got to just look at, like you said, like, every day's a good day, but it gets hard to see sometimes. I feel that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't let it. I'm an advocate for not. I don't even like that word, depression and anxiety and all that.
Me neither. I hate all that. Yeah. Victim. I hate all that fucking shit. I feel like they titles, yo. I feel like titles are a big ass reason why people get in bad situations. I feel like as soon as you name yourself or classify yourself as some shit, you just opening the fucking door to continuously be that shit.
I got up on the screen here. They're calling it seasonal affective disorder. Apparently, it's an actual thing. What is seasonal affective disorder? Type of depression happens during certain seasons of the year, most often fall or winter. It is thought that shorter days and less light may trigger a chemical change in the brain, leading to symptoms of depression. Light therapy and antidepressants can help. Fuck your antidepressants. Usually starts in early adulthood. It's rare in people under 20. Now, this is interesting because all my, and I know seasonal shit, but just true depression, like thoughts of like being a teenager, like completely, teenage thoughts, like why questioning life came between 14 and 17. And I have friends recently, shout out to the homies, man, will remain unnamed, but who kind of like, it's like, yo, man, it seems like we're kind of, some of them are like reverting as they get older, like, yo, you letting some crazy shit affect you, to where I'm on this kind of like a high horse, man. They even told me like, yeah, because you think you're better than everybody. And I said, well, it's not even that, dog. It's just like, I'm really figuring different shit out. And I'm strong. I've always been strong minded, bro. I don't need, this is my pill. I mean, fuck it, whatever. But like, this would be my doctor, in some way. Some people, they can't
just drink.
Yeah. Drink, smoke, like I equate that to, I could very easily go get some mood stabilizers. I've been on Depakote, all that shit, the Zoloft, the Prozac, but I always felt trapped like a prisoner, Yeah. And I'd just rather be a recreational drug user, if anything. It's funner. But I just wanted to break out of that big pharma chain, man.
Yeah. I listen, bro. And more power to you for doing it. I think it's definitely the best thing to do. Even what we're looking at right now, and not to knock anybody, and you always want to be able to have, something to relate to or something to kind of look at and kind of answer your questions. I think it's a lot of times a big problem with us. Whenever we got something going on, I mean, you could have a crack in your back or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just any fucking thing. And then you go look it up and what are you looking for? You're looking for a reasonable explanation for why that shit is there. And you're hoping for the best. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to say, oh, I got a pain in my shoulder. And then you look on there, oh, it's fucking cancer. You're dying tomorrow. And you're like, oh, fuck. Now you're screwed. Like you wish you didn't check now. But
Yeah.
you're looking for like, oh, I got a crack in my shoulder. You're looking for that relatability, like, oh, everybody gets it. Don't worry about it. It'll go away in 3 days, and now you can relax. The ease of your mind is set, so you don't have to worry about anything. But that's one of the reasons why, man. When I went through my shit, I had my health scare situation the previous year, I think it was, and I thought I had fucking cancer. I thought I was dying. I was done. And I went through doctors. I went through every fucking thing, and that was the first time I had to really face health shit with doctors and all that. Listen, bro, fuck doctors, man. And I'm not trying to say for everybody, but I'm just saying my experience having to do that one time, they made me feel worse than anything. They made me feel depressed. Like you were just saying, you had woke your girl up to like, you had some shit on your mind, you had to get up. Listen, I was waking IT Tiff up every night. I was waking her. I was shaking in the bed. I was struggling hard as fuck, man.
Yeah.
But it's like I was. And the biggest thing she would say to me is, "Don't read nothing. Don't go online. Don't look up shit. I got you. Don't worry about it." She was taking care of me.
Yeah.
But the doctors made me feel like shit, bro. I was in there. Like I went to this one doctor, and they came into the room. I showed them the thing that was in my mouth, a big ass growth in my fucking mouth, and they were looking at it. I don't know what that is. They had fucking called another doctor in. Looked at it again. Oh, you know what that is? I don't fucking pointing, crossing fingers at each other and shit. I'm sitting there. You feel, yo, bro, on some real shit. And this is I never go to the doctor. I never have health problems, none of that shit.
Yeah.
So I felt fucking horrible, man. And I feel like when people are able to read all this shit, like, if you're feeling bad and you start noticing kind of like a pattern with it, and then you just read this, and now it's like, oh damn, now I got seasonal depression. Like, I feel like you're more susceptible, or
No, absolutely. I'm reading this right now, and I'm like, so. And I think the seasonal shit is some bullshit. Like the seasonal effect of this, that's some bullshit. But the following are most common symptoms: increased sleep and daytime drowsiness, loss of interest and pleasure in activities formerly enjoyed, social withdrawal, irritability, feelings of guilt and hopelessness, fatigue, low energy, decreased sex drive, decreased ability to focus or concentrate. So, I mean, these are a lot of things that you could put them under another disorder, but I ain't got none of this shit right here. I'm just bringing this to the table for as far as I see I have had an increased appetite, and I do be wanting some sweets. Bro, and then
fucking some Starburst right now. I don't know. Maybe I had to go. I had to go grab some Starburst.
I got some dried pineapple actually.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'll fuck with that too
for the show later. But I generally don't have any of these or anything. But there is some little forces that I feel come around. They come around especially out around the harvest season, man. Around little October, November.
Yeah.
And not just that. When I was like a single man, I used to get a lot of play, like around my birthday. I used to always meet a chick or something around October, November, and then usually break off something around December, January, have a little dry month or two, and then springtime, you find someone else, or just weird shit be happening. I remember just walking in a brisk October night, I believe just after my 18th birthday. It was like the first time I got arrested. I was just walking. I was being a black man just walking at night. But I did have a warrant, failure to appear or some shit. So yeah, just like weird. Do you have any specific stories like or in this month, or anything like that, like every year or something, like some shit be happening to me in the fall, or like
I mean, yeah, I definitely do now. But I kind of know the causes of it. That's the biggest difference or whatever. I do want to say before we say that, what you're saying, we've known each other for over a year now, bro. And one of the biggest things we did, to really kind of build a bond, in my opinion, was the big Thanksgiving spectacular thing that we did, that last year. And I was actually, I wanted to reach out to you and actually say I'm actually inviting that again. I'm not, and this is kind of linking into the conversation. I'm about to answer your question, but I'm not doing holidays this year, and it's the first time in my life ever not doing it. But I'm doing it for a purpose, and I wanted to actually do that extravaganza. So I was gonna, start it up, and please, I would love to have you on, and even Stead if he wants to get on, and just kind of build that shit up again. and as many people jump on, like that shit all fucking day.
Yeah, yeah, no, that shit was fun. I
A
was
lot of fun.
seeing about that as well. You gonna do one on your channel on Thanksgiving? Or I
I was,
see.
yeah, I was gonna try to do the whole day, like we did like you really hosted it last year.
Yeah,
I was thinking about it and just doing it since, like I said, I'm not celebrating this year,
yeah.
so that's what I was thinking of it. Like I gotta do fucking something, bro. But to answer your question with why I'm responding with that information now, um, me and my fiance, like we getting married. We're supposed to be getting married next year, and one of our biggest challenges is her, her beliefs and her like what she follows. Like she's a Hebrew Israelite. They don't follow no fucking religion. They don't have, I mean, not religion, but they don't follow any holidays. They don't have any holidays or anything they celebrate. Like our parents just don't even celebrate their birthdays. They don't celebrate shit. And I'm huge with holidays, bro. I love the holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all that shit. New Year. I'm just waiting for a time to celebrate or something. So it's like it's our most challenging time, bro. So it does get very challenging, like when we have a fight or when we have something that happens or whatever, like something big blows up. It's always elevated because we know it's already tense because I'm about to go dip off to my mom's house to go do Thanksgiving, do this, do that. And she's home and she's wishing I wasn't doing it. She's wishing the kids weren't involved. And we have a kid together on top of the two kids that we met with, So yeah, this time definitely does get challenging. And it does suck even more because I am so, pro fucking holidays. Like I love the holidays. So it sucks knowing that one of my most favorite times of the year is now corrupted by stress and kind of anxiety a little bit because I have to constantly put everything away from her. My daughter runs around here, she watches YouTube videos and shit, and then she sees it's nothing but Christmas and Halloween, and she comes out, she'll talk to me, Daddy, look, Halloween, I love this, and I'm like, yeah, baby, I love it too. And she goes to her mom, and her mom's telling her, oh, it's demonic and all this other shit, and I'm like, we constantly have to have these fucking these separated viewpoints, and it's very fucking challenging, man. But you try to find the reasons why you do it. So yeah, this time definitely does kind of have its moments, yo. But I try to just look at the best of the shit. Like we working it out. We've been definitely working it out more. That's why I volunteer. Like, all right, this year I did it really big last year, and like her family kind of got involved, and it's fucking frustrating. So I said, fuck it. This year I'm not gonna do it. But I made it known after this shit, you deal with it, motherfuckers. We could even going forward because I ain't doing the holidays is my shit. I ain't fucking around. But yeah, it's challenging.
I get that. Like, I don't give a fuck about holidays. Just like a f you to the corporate world type of way, and just
yeah.
I get that it part of it is tomorrow, especially this time. The Day of the Dead, all this crazy shit. But
oh yeah.
But at the same time, like I like the buy-in of it as well. Like it's for as much as a conspiracy guy I am, like having kids, it do be fun, man. I feel a little bit of warmth on it. I used to feel when I was a kid. When I see him get excited for it, I'll take him on all this stuff. I just tell him, I'll buy you like one or two gifts. I'm not a big present dad, but like I like that. Let's make hot cocoa and fucking just like make cookies and shit. You know what I mean?
And I love it, bro.
Movies on a snowy day. That shit's tough.
Ain't nothing wrong with it either, man. And that's the thing that sucks. That's the thing that sucks about just, I guess, paying too much attention. And I guess, I don't know, it's difficult even to talk about now. It's like, I understand, some of the deeper history with it because of her, more than anything. But at the same time, it's like you said, bro, it's enjoyment, man. It's never meant any of the bullshit that, I guess it was brought upon or started with or whatever. It's never meant that to me. It's always been a joyful time. We were always big, spoiled ass kids, getting hundreds of fucking presents. I try to pass that down. Like even now, I still do it. Like I can't. I'm not celebrating, but I'm over here buying my kids something every 5 fucking minutes now. Shit, look at this shit right here. I just got this shit from Amazon. This is a fucking real sharp ass katana, bro. I used to have a fake one when I was young.
Nice.
We're in this program for Amazon where we get free shit. We get 3 free things every single day from Amazon. and we gotta just do reviews on it. Shit is fucking incredible. We stay loaded up, but yeah, man. I mean, I'm not depressed. I definitely wouldn't categorize it as depression, but it
Yeah,
is more of a. I can understand why these times are harder on people because they are more of a family oriented time in our country.
and it's weird too. Not to get too off into the political shit, but these motherfuckers is driving us into two different, wars right now,
Mm,
and then this Taiwan shit's about to kick off. So
yeah,
and we're going
yeah,
into that cold winter, and it's an election year,
yeah.
and they're talking about bringing, and then so people are like freaking out, and then what are they gonna pull to stay in? So it's gonna be. I'm in a process of my life, without saying too much. Like I'm uh, downgrading a lot, and of different things, but trying to set myself up in a position here where I'm basically give me
I knew it was
a little
coming.
homestead,
Oh yeah,
homestead together, but I gotta, yeah, we're doing some small things, but like it's getting fucking weird, man. It's getting weird.
yeah. It really is. And like you said, do you mean you're trying to like start staying home more and doing more in the home and shit like that?
No, like so I got a little small little thing of land, a little patch, right? A little,
Okay.
little acre or something. But I'm so I'm wanted. That's my little doomsday thing. So all my money now is like refocusing to building outside of the city here. You know,
Mm.
eventually, just when all the other stuff, when the cities really do collapse, man, and it just gets too much. You know,
Yeah.
like I don't in Florida, man, or in Georgia, but I'm over here at the Food Max, not too far from here, and $7 for a box of Frosted Flakes, bro.
Bro, it's fucking crazy. Beyond crazy. Don't even get me started with this shit. This is my regular conversation I'm having Sunday nights now.
So I'm
Fucking
like,
food shit is crazy, yo.
yeah, we're looking into the whole well and the just more self sufficient, man, for real,
Yes.
and it's
Yeah, we
always
do. We doing the same shit. We've had this conversation about buying chickens and quail. We already do garden. We've been gardening for the last 4 years. But in Tiff shit, we got boxes. Like I said, we got this Amazon Vine program shit we're a part of. So we've been getting a lot of stuff, like just things to help work on self sufficiency. Like we got a seed planter,
yeah,
a
got your
lot of different garden shit.
little dry food and all that and stuff.
That's something I'm trying to work on next. I got two big ass bags. They're right over there. Two big ass survival bags right now that I got just a whole bunch of different shit. If I ever need any kind of like quick, if we got to just dip the fuck out and just be in the forest or the woods or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, you
I
got
have all of that shit.
the
Yeah.
blankets, yeah,
Yeah. You need it, bro. Like you said, you never, bro. We had to. Anything can happen, man. Anything can fucking happen, especially now. Like you see, one of the things that's fucking me up recently is, and I'm not one of the politics guys. Like I'm not at all. But you can't ignore this shit right in your face. Like all that shit with Israel and all that stuff right now going on. And I follow this guy on Instagram, and he's really, really, really into like spreading it. Like, and he shows like the straight up graphic pictures of fucking dead babies, like everything. And I see it because I like the realism. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to live in a fucking bubble. I don't want to be the person who doesn't know what's really going on. Like you hear about war, you think about Saving Private Ryan and shit like that or whatever, and you think about the movies and you think about the media aspect of it, but you don't think about what the fuck is really happening. You don't think these people are in their fucking house going to bed, you know what I'm saying, and then waking up from a fucking missile blowing up the whole fucking area where they live. And these motherfuckers is dead, man. These motherfuckers holding their dead kids just walking around and shit. Man, we better stop because if they ban this show, I'm gonna be fucking mad. Y'all been on the show 3 times,
yeah.
banning every fucking thing.
Bro's getting some. Yeah. Nah, I know what you mean, man. Well, no, it's tough. I was listening to another show earlier, and they brought up a good point, or whatever. But with this border thing, right, the loose borderland, they were talking about the last few years. Like it's so loose that we don't know what kind of sleeper cell terrorist group is already in this country,
Oh yeah,
sitting dormant, and then once we forget about what, a few years, we've let so many different people in that they're building shit right here. I mean, they could just pop out on us like boom. All right.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely right. They said it's over like 100,000 fucking people that they lent in army ready, men and stuff like that. I've seen multiple videos on that shit where it's like they've literally. It was one video where they were saying like they were going with a microphone. They were like, "Hey, where are you going? Oh, I'm there. I'm supposed to be going here." And they have all these camps that are set up just for them to be wherever they're doing. And like you said, sleeper cells. Like you don't know. I personally believe that these are people that they're getting ready to, start for when the war happens. There's no way that a war is not going to happen. There's no fucking way. It's already started, basically. But I do think that these are the people that they're having to fight for us because they know we ain't gonna fucking fight. I definitely believe that firmly. I don't trust the government. I don't know. They probably will turn on us as well, but I think that these are going to be the army that they're going to build because they act like the army is so big and they say it all the time, and I think it's a big statement. And I think we do have an army for sure. Like there's definitely hidden shit, but remember, man, back in the day they were drafting motherfuckers, yo. They ain't drafting motherfuckers now. You think they're gonna draft them motherfuckers? We can't even get our fucking sex right. You think they drafting motherfuckers now, bro?
Well, I mean, I think they might have to do a draft because of that. Nobody wants to go. They have to keep lowering the standards. I remember when I was 18, I checked into going. I didn't really want to, but I checked into it, and because I was on all these pills and stuff, they weren't accepting me in on because I had disabilities, like stupid shit. So now, but they keep lowering the fitness test. They keep lowering, like, man. By the time we need some people, they're trannies, dogs,
fish.
Yeah, man, anybody, man, everybody, man, women, kids. I mean, let's
have my big ass up there. I ain't doing shit.
Or just really let us stand on the Second Amendment, man, and just let us like form neighborhood type militias and don't fuck with us because we really need it. Whether you live in an apartment complex, go get the big dog, the hustlers, who running shit. Okay, tough guys, trap boys. It's time to really defend from some real ops is coming. Shit. The real ops is coming.
For real.
Like that. That's the. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like,
it's funny how shit like that will bring motherfuckers together, though, man. Like on some real shit. Like I know it's easier said than done, but there's no better like equality that's going to be formed from a common enemy that arrives and shit. You know what I mean? Like I don't care who you are. If you in a situation where you in your neighborhood and some other even if it's small, it don't even got to be a giant army shit. Even if it's small, but if you in your neighborhood and you might terrorize the motherfuckers in your neighborhood forever, if another motherfucker come in your neighborhood, you're gonna be the first motherfucker. Who this nigga think he? You know what I mean? Like, I've seen that shit personally. But it is interesting, like that kind of awareness. I think that's a smarter tactic because you want to hold your fort, man. I don't want to never leave my family, and I'm the first motherfucker fighting, for my family. But to be sitting there, just having to go and transfer somewhere, to be digging in a fucking hole and sitting there,
yeah,
that ain't my shit, man.
Let's say, you're outside of Atlanta or wherever. I'm outside of let's use Vegas for a popular reference, and let's say there's something sinister is already formed to where it's not necessarily we got to leave to go fight. The fight is already here. They don't let these people in. Boom. And so there's a call to action. All Americans, arm, go to the schools, go protect, like where the government and the police are a state of emergency. The governor's sending the local police. Well, these guys are already in your city. So you go and, tell the community to defend themselves. No charges are going to be brought upon American people. Like there's actually a physical enemy like that. That would be, scary as fuck, but
that would be scary as fuck.
But if there was already here, like literally, like you don't know, like, yo, lock your doors, because there's these people just riding through machetes and shit. Like they already decapitated like 4 fools up over on 34th. Like, and there's more of them, and it just pop out, or come to find out the the cross the street neighbor that moved in 6 months ago. He's one of them, and he's
Mm.
you know.
Yeah, for real. Do you
So
ever think of shit like that? Like, do you ever like realistically too? I don't mean like just like movie shit.
I know I'm talking about all the fucking time.
All the fucking time for me too, bro.
Think like I seriously think about the most tripped out scenarios. It kind of weirds me out because I don't watch a lot of. I guess it don't take watching anymore. It's just you formulate these things in your mind, and then I just be thinking of hella. The other day, I literally dead ass thought I was getting followed, bro. Like for real, because I be driving, and sometimes I do be slipping driving. I be slipping bad, bro. Like
Yeah.
I'm nobody, right? You just slip, but sometimes I'm like, yo. So I caught myself, and there was just a car that made a few too many turns, man. And so I sped up, and then I did another turn. Okay, they did it again. I just pull over, and I'm like weirded out, and I just keep on driving, do another U-turn. I just never see that car again. But sometimes I just be putting scenarios in my head, or
no, that's not a bad thing, man. I mean, you could definitely, your paranoia can definitely get you too far. But I don't never knock anybody for being cautious and aware, bro. Like that shit will literally save your life. It'll save your family's life because at the end of the day, you just don't know what's going on. Did you see that? What the hell was that shit that happened recently? The dude was out. I think it was like he was like something with government too. Like, but he was just out with his girl, and they were sitting on a bench or something like that. Oh, yeah. And you remember? And then the dude came, the kid came, he walked past him, and then he came back. And I forgot how it happened. I don't know how it happened because we didn't hear what was going on in the video. And the dude stabbed him to death right in front of his girl and shit.
Yeah.
Now this was fucked up. And I don't want to sound like an asshole or whatever.
Fuck that bitch.
Yo, listen, man. You can't always involve yourself in everything trying to be fucking Captain America, yo. I don't know what happened because, you know, from the video, it looked like the dude passed him. And then it looked like the dude was doing some shit to like a car or something like that. And it looked like the dude that was with his girl, like he had said something to him. And that's why they had gotten to the altercation. And it sucks to say this, but honestly, if my man saw somebody else doing something and you chose to get yourself involved in that situation, like you put yourself in it, man, in my opinion. And if that's what happened, that's what I got from the story.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull that shit now, but I don't know what to type in. But
like saying that as you're looking for it, saying that, comparing it to that is my point is you don't never know what can happen, man. There's always some shit going on around you, even though you think you just live in a bubble. You think that's why I like to look at them pictures.
What about the broad? Did you assess the broad who, I mean, she like just stood there and I'm thinking that shit looked fishy as hell, bro. Like almost like
I don't know.
Nervous. No, so I heard one with sound. And I guess the guy's sister or something, she comes up. This lady comes up, you know, looks at him, looks at her, and she's like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was his girlfriend. It was the killer's girlfriend. Right. Apparently, he had gotten to an argument with his girl, and he was pissed about the argument. I think that's why he had ran out the house or whatever, or ran from wherever they were, and he was like, you know, fuming, like blowing off steam and shit. That's why I'm saying, like, if you're saying, like, you know, the girl, you feel like if you're trying to put like a scenario there, I mean, anything's possible, but I firmly believe that this motherfucker just stabbed his girl. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't see shit like that often. And I mean, so that's some shocking to see somebody. Have you ever witnessed somebody actually, you know, die in front of you, bro? Like literally, like on the street and shit.
Oh,
bro, I've watched somebody fucking die. I've like literally, and on some real shit. Me and my brother was sitting on the porch, and we had just saw this day was fucking crazy. We had just saw it was nighttime, and there was this big ass swan in the road. This is in front of our house, bro. We're just sitting in the fucking road. It was a big ass swan, and for some reason it couldn't fly. And we were like, what the fuck is wrong with this thing, yo? It was like it was walking in the street. So cars would like kind of come and they'd pass. And it wasn't a busy street or anything. It was just like in the neighborhood. But this one fucking car, man, came and hit the Swan, yo. Fucking hit it, ran over a piece of shit ass dude, yo. Hit the fucking Swan, and it fucked them all up, and his neck was all hanging down and shit. And me and Jason in the thing, like, yo, what the fuck is going on? At the same time that's happening, these motherfuckers is arguing down the street. And we saw like the fucking shadows and stuff like that of like what was happening. It was a girl, it was a guy, and all this shit was happening and stuff like that or whatever. So it was apparently it was two girls fighting. You know, it was our boy we knew from around the way or whatever. And two girls was fighting, and her boyfriend tried to break it up, and they fucking stabbed this nigga, man. And we saw it. We was close enough to see him go on the ground, get stabbed, hold this shit, and fucking die right there, bro. And I remember like that whole crazy ass scenario that happened from like everything from that Swan to seeing that shit. It's almost like you were just placed in that kind of moment. Like everything that was happening was like building up for you to witness this event. Yeah. And I was like, holy shit. Like, you know, me and Jay are sitting there, and Jay, he's got like, you know, shit. So he remembers some of it, but he didn't remember like everything in detail. But like we saw like, you know, like basically his body just like fall down, and this how it's happening. This girl was fucking screaming and crying and shit like that or whatever. But we're sitting there, the cops came, and that motherfucker was gone, bro. But you know, at that time, we didn't know he was dead until, you know, we found out afterwards or whatever. We thought he just got, you know, stabbed and shit. But it's very shocking, man. Like you don't know what to think when you see some shit like that. Like, you know, you see somebody fucking hit the ground. You thinking, are they okay? You thinking, are they gone? Did this really just happen?
And yeah, we don't know. It could have been it looked like they were on like a first or second date, like that. Like she had the reaction like, I just met this motherfucker on Tinder. I don't. Yeah. I know my girl.
Yeah.
Hysterical. You know that don't be a menace shit. Oh, that is my, you know, drop his ass and shit. But I mean, I expect, you know,
reaction.
Yeah, like you know, it was a Becky. I don't know, but you know, sisters and Latinas, man, they you know, like more, puppy. You know, she gonna be
real
hysterical in the streets. Probably try to chase his ass down too.
Yeah, you actually right about that, because even like in the beginning of the video, like first of all, it was like at night, and they were like sitting on like a bench or something, like some goofy shit. Like, who the fuck goes and does something and sit on a bench in front of like us? It didn't look like there was no in like they were in a park or some shit. Like they were just like on the street. Yeah, It wasn't even shit really. So yeah, you're probably right. They probably were just kind of like, you know, people who got together. We probably absolutely fucking wrong. But I'm saying you can contemplate, you know what I mean? Like
I just look at the reactions, different things. I'm like,
that's what I'm saying.
And because I mean I could I that makes sense, but I'm like, it was your girl, you know, but you just out with a chick and say, you know, the crazy ex comes and, you know, does some, you know,
awesome and shit.
I'd just be like, I don't know, man. I just met, you know, I don't know.
Yo, would you fight? If let's paint that scenario. Let's say on some real shit, you had a girl and you started dating her. She was cool. Y'all was feeling each other and shit like that or whatever. And then y'all out to dinner and shit.
I'm already feeling her though.
You are. I'm saying like, let's just say, just to add that extra piece on it. Let's say you feeling it. You're like, oh man, we've been out about 3 times. Like, I'm feeling her. Like, she cool. We've been talking every night and shit. It's real. You feel me? Okay. And then all of a sudden, it's the 3rd date, and some swole ass nigga come over. Not even swole ass nigga. Fuck it. I ain't gonna add extra. Just a dude come over. And he's like, yo. So this, he's saying that. Oh, so you doing this shit now? You fucking with this? So we over, right? So we over because you out on a date and shit. And old girl sitting there like, fuck, Roger's here. What's your reaction? Let's get you first. Then we'll jump on my shit. Let's see how we matching.
Yeah, different times call for different measures. I mean, right now, I'd literally probably be like, I'd assess the situation, look at them. Okay, oh, he's true. Because I've actually been in a scenario like that, and it ended up in a fight. And I was glad, man, because I could have, yeah, that's another story. But I'll probably literally, I pull my chair like this, you know, okay. I'm gonna look at her, and then if he's talking to me, I'm gonna sit like this, like I'm just gonna talk like, yeah, what's up, homie? Be like, oh, you know, I'm gonna like, oh, this your girl? And I would just tell him like, well, you know, I've been out with her a few times, or I'm feeling her, or you know, I'm really gonna get a direct, like, because my thing is, you should, if that is your girl. I'm just a dude. You can hate on me all you want, but check your female. So I would just, you know, literally just kind of just square them up and just like, what's up? You know, but I know myself, man. I'm not going to jail over no pussy. Yeah. I'm trying not to really fight over no pussy, especially if it's like a third date kind of thing. Yeah, I don't care enough about bitches like that to defend her honor. Now, just as a gentleman or something, like if he just came up and smacked the bitch off the stool type shit, like you just sitting there and the on the floor.
I might laugh. I might forget. This nigga just smacked this motherfucker. You'll be fucking done.
Yeah, but by you know, I'm gonna jump up. Oh, what the fuck you? Like that's a female.
Your first reaction is gonna be you'll be drinking a beer and shit.
Yeah,
no way. Mom.
Yeah,
bitch, just shit.
Yo, that might be enough. Like, all right, if this motherfucker's crazy enough to do that, like, I'm out. Like,
I might have to leave. Like, this nigga for real. How many days we been on bitch for? You get smacked off the bar stool? I think I'm out. Fuck that shit. What up, man? Well, Eric G, I cool as shit. Yo, listen, bro. Yeah. On some real shit, though. On some real shit. Honestly, I might have to say, if I'm out and I'm feeling it, like, you know what I'm saying? I like to put myself in really real explanation. Like, let's say with me and my fiance now, like, let's say I'm out on the third date with her. I knew shit was going really well with her from the beginning. So if I had that same feeling, and then her, and which she does have her, you know, not to put too much information out there, but her, you know, baby dad or whatever, he's kind of out there. I never met him personally, but I've talked to him a little bit. He's kind of out there, got problems and shit. But if he would have came and, like, you know, I'm feeling it like I'm feeling it, I'm like, damn, I see this going somewhere. It's good with kids, you know, it's good with my son and shit. All right, I might have to kind of say something a little bit more than just like I'm gonna sit back. Now, if he comes up and smacks her in that situation, I'm probably gonna be like, if I feel the same way, I'm probably jumping up like, or just off the strength. Like, you just smack this chick, I'm with. Like, you just, that's disrespect to me. That's how I'm looking at it right off the rip. Like, I'm with somebody and you just walk up and just hit her. Nah, you fucking crazy. I'm gonna kill you now. But not off the strength like I'm in love and I gotta defend my honor. It is more off the strength like I'm out with her. Like, you know, she's my responsibility right now. You know what I'm saying? Not saying she can't take care of herself, but she is my responsibility. So now I gotta handle you. But I mean, if you come up and he just mollywop her, what the fuck did she do? I'll be thinking.
Right. Any motherfucker crazy enough to do that, you know. And it's funny, you never know who the, you know, this could be some, you know, the cartel connected dude or something. But
for real,
you know, what I always be tripping on too, like I'm a quote unquote bigger guy, 6'2", 220 plus guy.
Yeah, it's crazy when I noticed that you tall as shit, bro. Like, I don't know why I always thought that you were smaller. I think because you get camera height and shit. I thought you was small. I'm only 5'9", so you fucking way taller than me.
Yeah. Well, see, but that's what you gotta watch out for them short motherfuckers. Like every that short man shit is real. When you think of all different dictators and different people from Hitler,
that Napoleon complex. Yeah,
I'm like,
that's a real small motherfucker.
If I see a short, angry guy, like just an angry ass, you know, Danny DeVito looking motherfucker in the store, I'll be like, hey man, you got that, bro. Chill, bro. And it's almost like tall people is almost like doing like, oh, it's okay, you can go first, you know. And the short one,
yeah.
Ning. You stay right there. The tall guy, okay, boss, I'll listen. So I don't know, man.
Out of control.
Yeah, you short motherfuckers can have that shit, man.
Yeah, I can't fuck with all that hostility, bro. I used to be real reckless when I was younger, man. I talk all this shit now. I know damn well, like, On some real shit, I could have been on the first. I need to jump on for this. Yo, listen, Eric, I know you probably be funny shit for this. The links in the you put the link in the chat,
Yeah, yeah. At least in the description or the chat for anybody want to
bro.
come.
I was reckless when I was like, I'm the kind of nigga that back in the day, if somebody would even like looked at my girl, like I'm out. As a matter of fact, that shit happened with not even that much longer ago either. I was dating this girl that I was working with at Target, and we had went out, and I was feeling her like fucking sexy ass, and we went to Dave and Buster's with a bunch of coworkers that we was working with. And I was there. We kind of was like, the couple for the night. Like, we kind of was with each other. We had other people with us that was just there with us. But she had on this white Drake t-shirt, and she had like Drake in black and white on the shirt. So when we got done, we went to cash in the tickets and shit or whatever. So the dude that was in the ticket booth, he was kind of in a higher little seat or whatever. And he looked down at her, took her tickets and shit. Then he like said something. Oh, I like Drake too, blah, 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 this and that. I'm standing right the fuck there. I didn't say anything. I'm cool. I'm like, all right, cool. We're talking to my girl in front of me and shit. That's cool. I did feel that way, but I didn't say anything. So then we start walking, and we walking around together, like looking at what we're gonna spend the tickets on and shit. This motherfucker brings his ass down from the booth to go find my girl while I'm walking with her. And yeah, so what's up? Blah blah blah. This and that, talking to her right in front of my fucking face. So I flipped on him. I was like, yo, my man, did you see I'm fucking out with her right now? And I made a big scene at the shit. And this is like her like second time out with me and shit. And I made a big scene about it, but I was pissed because I'm like, yo, this motherfucker literally blatantly like disrespected me and shit. And he kind of like backed off immediately. He wasn't trying to like, just talking to her. I was like, nah, bro, I'm with her, bro. Get the fuck out of here. And we walked off, and I was kind of embarrassed. I was like, damn, I didn't want to take it that far, but I was frustrated. And we got outside, and she was like, yeah, I understand. He kind of was coming at me and shit like that. So that was cool that she kind of handled it that way. But that's how I used to be a lot more, bro. I didn't used to think as before I acted as much. I was really reckless, bro. I wish my brother was still fucking here, man, to like tell the stories about like the shit that I used to do when I was twisted and we used to walk around Elizabeth. I was fucking wild, man. I don't want to say too much because one of the things is really bad, but I didn't give a fuck, bro. I was that reckless friend that if yo B, dude, yo B, go do that shit. I'll do that shit. I don't give a fuck. I was that nigga.
Yeah, that's funny. Like I somewhat that sometimes, but I've always been pretty level-headed, pretty kind of like that friend talk you out of shit. I remember almost getting into a fist fight, man, with two of my boys because we went to this particular place to pregame and ended up staying there, and that was the after spot. Like we stayed there for like 12 hours, man. Just close that bitch down, shift change, walk out about 6 a.m, and these fools want to get in the car like dead ass. And I don't know, man. I drink, but I swear to God, like I never lose my cool, bro. I swear, like I'm still pretty conscious. I don't black out, none of that weird shit, and I remember shit. And I was like, we're not. You guys are fucking stupid. We're not driving. I played something like, all right, well, fuck it, I'll drive in. I trucked them motherfuckers, bro. Like whatever quarterback, Brett Favre and shit back then, in this little dirt field. This was on Vegas and Fremont, and it was like this little dirt field. And what the fuck, we get in there, we're scuffling. Security comes out. And I just tell security, man, I said, yo, man, you seen us in there all night, bro. I said, I threw the keys. I said, I love my brothers, whatever I said. And he's like, wow. He's like, hey, man, you guys got a pretty good friend right here. You should be fighting. I'm going to help you look for him. And even my salacious ass, we're looking for a minute. I spot him. Because I kept my eye on him. But I just played it off until after a minute, I'm like, we just, I'm like, I went to go, over that area. So, I got him over here. But I did that, man, just to protect our asses.
Yeah. No, you need a motherfucker like you. And that's that. And you always need that. You always need that person who's going to hold you down and, be the intelligent one out of the crew, man. My brother was definitely the one for us. Jay, JD the Mouth, his big brother Greg, he passed away 2 years ago, but he was the one that kept us in line, bro. He's actually the one that kind of, we were always in a lot of shit, man, because of the lifestyle we was around, but he always made it make sense, even though he did his shit too. But he always made it make sense because I'm telling you right now, if it wasn't for Greg, it was a lot of shit that I probably would have got way deeper in. Like he was the logical one, or the one that me and him would almost fight because I'm just out there. Like, the dude's with his girl and I'm the motherfucker like, damn, that girl got a fat ass. Saying that shit because I don't want you to hear me, but I'm also not scared if you hear me. So I'm gonna say it loud enough for it. You know what I mean? Which is fucked up. But that was how I used to be, man. I was really reckless with shit, yo. And I didn't care. I didn't give a fuck. Like that was my mentality. I that was the mentality I lived by. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna if I want to do it, I'm gonna try to do it. I'm not gonna let shit stop me. Yeah. And I grew up from that shit a lot because I realized the challenges and shit that happened. Like I said, my son and the lifestyle that I had to change and live and evolve to and shit. That shit changed me a lot. Yeah. And I ain't that person no more. All the way. I can still be that motherfucker, but I control it a lot better now. A lot better.
For the better. Yeah, I was the same way, man. I think we weren't supposed to have maybe children until we were able to take those on. We got Eric G up in the building. The first time this gentleman will be on the Harrison Drinking Again pubcast, but we are in a group together and do some networking. So let's bring this gentleman on here on episode 91.
Getting up there, bro. You caught up to me.
Coming to the stage, Eric G.
Getting it in.
What's going on, my man?
What's good, man? How you doing, man?
Doing well. My name's Harris. Or Harry, too scary. Now, what's up, my brother? How you doing, though?
What's good with you, Big Harry? How you doing, brother?
What up, man?
What's up, Big B, man? That's my big brother right there, man. What's up, man?
Chilling, man.
Hey, so hold on. So wait, y'all. So I'm getting off of work. I said, let me tune into the show real quick, see what it's about. And all I'm hearing is somebody smacking that bitch, and then somebody too short. And I'm like, yo, hold on. Flag on the play. I ain't no damn way. None of that shit going down with me. So we gotta change this up.
Like, yes, sir. Yeah, we're talking this shit.
Yeah. And B, man, let me tell you this for true B, you do got a short man complex, brother. Oh, like, cause ain't no way in the hell. Like, I'm 6'3". I'm 6'3", 280.
Big ass niggas around me, yo.
Ain't nobody fucking with me.
No, man.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, for that story, you're the guy who the big motherfucker swole slapped the bitch off the stool, and then me and Peace get there like, damn. But no,
let me tell you, I never been that type of way though, man. Like, I never been the type of dude that like, yo, if I see my ex girl or whoever I'm supposed to talk to, she with somebody, I ain't gonna get mad, bitch. I'll holler at your sister. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna holler at your aunt. But that's what it was. I can't do that.
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
And he placed it like the third date. I mean, if you're just feeling her and it's like the third date. I mean, as a realistically speaking, I'd still jump like after the shock wore out. Hey man, what the fuck? And I mean, it depends. Say he turns around, a fool and flashes or something. Yeah, I'm just gonna head out. I like the bitch anyway. Cool, man.
That shit matters to a degree, man. Yo, listen. Another good point. Here's another good story. I think I've told this shit on your show or on my show. I had a girl. I was dating this girl, and we were at the movies. Me and my cousin Jarrell and my cousin Tyree, and I have my girl named was Chanel. We were standing outside the movie theater. We were looking for a fucking cab, And this is back in, she was in high school at this time, I think. I was like out of high school and she was in high school.
Ooh.
And I just like graduated and she was still in school. I think,
cool.
yeah. So
I would say R. Kelly, but go ahead.
Nah. You're not now. But we were standing outside and we were waiting for a cab, and these kids she knew from school or whatever had came over to her, and it was like, you know how niggas are like, oh, Chanel, what up? And shit like that or whatever. And I'm standing there with her, and I look back, I'm like, all right, whatever, motherfucker. It was like three kids, and one of them was smoking the black and mild. So I'm sitting there, and my cousin turns around and says, yo, that was fucked up. And I was like, what the fuck happened? And he said, yo, he flicked the black and mild ashes on her. And I looked and I checked her hood, and yeah, he fucking flicked the black and mild ashes on her fucking hood and shit. So, okay, here we go. Brian B activated this shit. So I walk inside the thing, and I guess they met up with a couple of dudes that was in the thing. It was like 4 or 5 dudes in there with them. And so it was like 4 or 5 dudes that was together. So I walk up, and me, Tyree, and Jarrell come in. And I go, yo, just like this, yo, no bullshit. I said, yo, did you just fucking flick ashes on my girl? I'll fuck all y'all up. We're standing in the front of the fucking movie theater, standing there. I said, I'll fuck all y'all up. Now, when they said that, of course, tough man shit. I took my jacket off, threw my fucking jacket on the floor. The one kid, he went like this, like he had some shit in his pants. My cousin Tyree, the motherfucker who's the promo that I'll be playing before my shows, that got the album out now, him.
Right.
He fucking goes, he runs up to the kid, right in his face. Where you at? What you got, motherfucker? You ain't got shit. All in his face and this shit. The kid ain't have shit. So we about to fucking beg. These motherfuckers dip to the back of the movie theaters. They went to the back, so we're like, fuck it. We go back out in the parking lot, talking shit. Fuck these niggas up, man. Fucking too much scratch shit. We just get in the cab. When I tell you, it was like 40 fucking niggas that walked out of the thing. We had sat in the cab. 40 niggas. We in the cab like, yo, drive.
Hey, yo, they called the whole third period on you. That's what they did.
Bro, them niggas came out the thing like, I promise you, yo. I'm telling you, watch. My cousin's going to bring that shit up when we're on another show. And it was like 40 niggas that came out of the thing. And we were like, yo, drive, motherfucker. We ain't fighting now. They was tearing off the garbage can lids, trying to throw it at the cab. Bro, that shit was... So like you said, Harris, even if they flash a gun, we was still... we ain't give a fuck, bro. We was wild when we was younger.
Yeah. I can only put myself from the, mentality now. Sometimes, that'd be interesting though, man. Hopefully, fuck, I ain't gotta be in no crazy shit like that. Hey, yo, Eric, real quick, just give a brief breakdown of who you are. What's your platform?
Grab a drink.
What you got going on? Introduce yourself to the Haida Pub over here, my man.
All right, not a problem. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. First of all, thank you for letting me on this late, man. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Y'all, my name is Eric G. I have the podcast Random Thoughts with Eric G. I'm on hiatus right now. Just wrapped up season 5 with a crazy ass karaoke night. Brian was there, but had just wrapped up season 5. Season 6 would start back in January. Until then, I'm on everybody's shows trying to talk to everybody. But my show, Random Thought, is just like that. It's random. I can do shows about anything. It can be we could talk about religion today. We're talking about sex tomorrow. We're talking about OnlyFans by the end of the week. So we're gonna have we talk about all facets. And I always start the show off with my random thoughts. Just me in the car by myself, and whatever pops in my head, I say it. Pretty much, man. I'm a laid back big guy. You know what I'm saying? Husband, father. I'm goofy. I'm fun. I'm all the above, man. Appreciate it for coming on. Let me come on.
Yeah, man. That's similar. I coined this therapy night rants, but started with Thursday night rants, and what I do too, man. Just rant. I drink. We're sipping gubba rum, doing a michelada tonight, and tonight was a little seasonal depression, fall vibes, October stories. Do you have any just crazy stories, maybe that just any life events that specifically took place in the month of October, or
October,
or just this week, or definitely next week? I want to do a little more paranormal, any sort of kind of thing, or if you just want to go with the seasonal depression, if you or a family member suffer.
Well, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I got a lot of things in this area. I'm a person who overcame depression. I still have every once in a while. I'm in my lowest point was I was suicidal at one point in time. I talked about that on my show. We did mental health. We did a mental health episode this season, my first episode, and I was talking about a lot of things in my life that actually like transpired for me. Especially I was in probably like my early 20s. And I was like, look, man, I'm sick of life. I can't deal with it. I gotta figure what I'm gonna do. And right when I was about to do it, I remember I took a bunch of pills. I was about to do it, and I remember the memory of my little sister came in my head, and she kind of anchored me down. So it got me. I knew I had to live for her. So it had to pull me out of that depression. It kind of tried to pull me out of depression, but honestly, truth, man, I just prayed. I prayed as much as I can pray. You know what I'm saying? I prayed so much that, like, look, I need help more than me. I went to therapy, that didn't work. I talked to people, that didn't work. I just need to turn to God, and He brought me through it. Now, getting out that crazy story about the month of October. Crazy story time. A few years ago, I probably was maybe 28. This is gonna be wild. This is gonna be wild. I was about 28. I remember I was on a diet. And I said, I'm gonna cheat on my diet, and I'm gonna go to this 24-hour store called Sheets we have here in Henderson. And I'm gonna sneak and get me something to eat. It's middle of the night, 3:00 in the morning. I get there, and this is right here. I'm not lying. I get there, I see this guy. He walk into the store. He has a gasoline jug and a baseball bat.
Oh shit!
He walks into the store, right? So when I get on my car, I'm like, maybe in my head, I'm thinking he ran out of gas on the highway. He brought the baseball bat for protection, gasoline jug. So that's what I'm thinking. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I get out the car. I go in the store. He asked me, like, hey, man, can I get a ride? I'm like, man, I don't know you like that. I'm good. So it's cold. It's October, so it's really cold outside. So and again, I could have given him a ride, but I don't know this guy. Anyway,
that.
So listen. So I get out there. I'm going to get me something to eat. I go to the bathroom. I get my stuff, come out. I see the guy outside talking to the manager. He has a wine bottle in his hand this time with the baseball bat and the gasoline jug. Right before I open the door, he dropped the bottle on the ground. It bust. So I ain't paying no mind. So I said, well, hell, fuck it. I'm going to my car. Go to my car. I see this old head I know. And he was like, hey, yo, can you give me and my boy a ride? And he pointed to the guy with the gasoline jug. And I was like, you know, I do it for the old head because I know him, so I'm gonna do it for the old. I know the old head. So they gets in my car. This is why, honest guy, they gets in my car. The guy gets in my back seat. The old head gets in my passenger. And right when I'm about to crank up, a police car pulls up on the left side of me. Pulls up on the left side of me. And right when I'm about to back up, that's when the old head said, you know what? I don't even need a ride no more, man. I don't need a ride no more. I said, okay. I mean, and the dude was like, yo, I thought he'll give us both a ride. He was like, man, no, I'm good. I don't need a ride. So the old head gets out the car. Mind you, I'm doing this for the old head.
Yeah.
So the old head gets out the car. All I know is this motherfucker takes off. I haven't seen this bitch since. The motherfucker takes off. So he goes. So the young dude like, all right, man, let's just go. So the young dude gets out the back seat, gets into the passenger. Right when we were to leave again, another police car this time pulls up on my right side. So now I got one on my left, one on my right. So the young dude like, all right, man, we got to go. I'm about to back up again. A police car blocks me in.
Yep.
And I'm like, yo, what the hell? So the young dude still telling me, yo, we gotta go. I'm like, I can't go with a police car behind me. I'm boxed in. What the hell I'm gonna do? So he's like, man, yo, you gotta get out of here. You gotta do something. I'm like, the fuck is it going on? No lie, I can't not make this up. 10 police cars surrounded me.
Damn.
10 police cars surround me. So they yelling, get out the car, and they yell for the dude to get out the car, right? They told me to turn my car off. And I'm sitting there like, what the hell is going on now? I'm panicking now. I'm like, yo, what the hell? All I wanted was some chicken. That's all I want, was some damn chicken. That's all the fuck I want.
That's how fast it happened.
I want to cheat on my diet. So then when the police come out the car, they like, yo, turn the car off, whatever. So apparently the guy stole the wine from the store plus some more stuff. And So they're like, well, where's the wine at? Where's the wine? He's like, I don't have it. He bust the wine on the ground. So they're like, well, you got to pay for all the stuff you stole. And they're like, do you know him? I'm like, I don't know who the fuck this guy is. I just give him a ride, whatever. They're like, well, they said they know you. I don't know who the fuck he is. I'm giving him a ride.
Yeah.
So no lie, this is what happens. They questioning the guy. I think they searched him, got his ID. They running his ID while they talking to him in my car now. Dude, this guy starts speaking in a British accent. I can't make this up, dude. This black, he's a black. He had a New York accent when I met him. But he started speaking in a British accent. He said, "I'm really sorry. I really don't know what you're talking about. I'm really sorry. I don't really understand." So now, mind you, I'm over here and drop it like, "Yo, this shit is crazy. This can't be happening. Right now. This can't be happening right now." I said, "Yo, get him out of my car." They still talking to him in my car. They're like, he can't get out my car because they trying to figure out who he is. All right, so they still talking to him. He's still speaking in a British accent. He don't know what's going on. He don't know nothing about a wine. He's from Livingston. He's from Livingston, London. He's speaking on. I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. I hear they called his name. They talked to the head cop. The lady, the dispatcher runs down. The dispatcher runs down his warrants. He's been running from the police from New York to North Carolina. He has a murder charge in New York. He's a robbery charge in Virginia. He has a grand theft auto charge, attempted murder, and I think was another robbery. And they're saying this while he's sitting in my car.
Damn.
Speaking in a British accent.
Murder sin.
Yo, no lie. No lie. Now I'm going off. I'm like, yo, get him out my car. He got to get out my car. It took them probably like 20, 30 minutes before they got that man out my car. And yo, all I remember was like when they moved that car from behind me. I threw his gasoline jug and his bat at him. And I shut my door and I hauled ass. I said, look, so that what my fat ass get from trying to cheat on my diet.
In your diet.
And then what happened, man? I remember that was in October. It was real cold.
That's a crazy fucking story right there, bro.
That is my life. I had so many stories. And on season 6, I'm gonna share a lot of my personal stories.
Yes.
It's gonna blow your mind. I promise y'all.
I would love to come on that shit.
Oh, you can't wait, man.
Man.
Wait till y'all find out about the crackhead who broke in my house. Let's
go.
You said you're in Henderson, North Carolina, or was that?
Yeah, Henderson, North Carolina.
Oh, okay. All right, because we got a Henderson, Nevada over here. So.
Oh yeah, man. See, that's the popular one. So when you search Henderson, you go to Nevada.
Yeah,
you got to search for us.
Yeah, old. I think I've actually heard it's like a country town though. No, like super small, like backwoods type of town.
Well, not backwoods. It's damn sure small, but we're known more for violence than we do anything else.
Okay. Henderson.
It was this big video that I guess that went around where it was a shootout at a gas station, and everybody trying to figure out where town it was. It was actually up the street from my house.
Oh, it was right over there.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, your story right there really just told a whole reason why. Like even at the beginning of your story, the first thing in my head, I'm thinking like, nope, don't fuck with nobody you don't know, bruh. Because you just don't know who you inviting into your world, at that. And even with telling my story about like all dealing with the fucking the guys, I'm over here ready to fight 5 niggas, or whatever. Yeah. And I don't know if, to be honest, I don't know if I can take them. I think I can, but you don't fucking know what people know or what people are gonna do. But then that one little situation, if that cab didn't come and them 40 motherfuckers, it could have been a whole different situation for my ass right now. And my cousin and shit. You just don't know what you're getting yourself into, man. That guy asked you for a ride, and your first instinct was, nope, I don't know you, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
And then another guy came over, and you knew him, and you were like, all right, maybe I can. And that little bit of chivalry that you just like, all right, fuck it, I help. Could have been a whole different situation for you.
You'd be surprised, man. No, I would have beat his ass with his bat. At that time, I had my gun in my car, so I wasn't worried about it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you better travel.
Because at the time he was talking, I had my hand on the damn shit, but like, the police is out here. I can't do this. But yeah, man, it was. I mean, I have so many crazy events that happened to me, and that's don't even take the cake. I promise you, though.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, wild people out here, man. I mean, just recently, I see my second just bum. We got a lot of homeless problem out here, like a lot of places, but they're just pissing right there when they're handing, on the sign on the corner. I mean, I've seen two dudes just literally just facing traffic, Johnson, just peeing, and I seen one just hitting the meth pipe right there under the bridge, like he wasn't even trying to hide it. He was sitting there, and I was.
Hey.
I'm been in the corner, going under the underpass. I'm just like, damn. Like, so
that's down here in Atlanta too, bro. Atlanta, when I used to drive, bro, let me tell you something. Then motherfucker, I remember one day I was pulling up to this a truck stop that I used to deliver the ice cream to, an ice cream cage or whatever. And this motherfucker was outside. I would have to pull into the first thing, then you got the pumps, and then you got the stores in the back. This motherfucker was standing right out there with his pants to his ankles, just pissing outside. Like it was nothing. Wasn't hiding behind anything, just in the fucking middle of the parking lot. I was like, where the fuck am I?
I'm in a small town, man. It's nothing to catch crackheads fucking in the backyards. It's really nothing. Yeah. I mean, you ain't living till you hear the crackhead getting fucked. It's the craziest stuff that you ever heard in your life. Yeah. But
I got a confession on the rants. I got a confession. Can I make a confession? No bullshit, on some real shit. I used to work overnight at Walgreens, and I had a couple of different experiences or whatever doing that shit or whatever, including fucking a pregnant girl in the back of the store that was stranded and stayed with me for the whole night until I walked her home in the morning. No bullshit. And walked her to her apartment complex in the morning because the buses stopped running. But I did let this crackhead bitch suck my dick one time when I was on break at Walgreens. And no lie, I never did anything like that before in my life. This is like 2007, maybe 2006, like the year I was supposed to graduate and shit. And I didn't know like what can happen. So when I got back to the store, like I was like, fuck, did I just do that? I didn't know if I had AIDS or whatever. I went and got a bottle. No fucking lie. I went and got a bottle of Listerine and poured that shit on my dick in what's it called? Wash my dick off with Listerine. I was like,
you
gotta kill something.
Huh? You done burnt it off, didn't you?
I was just like, it just happened because I was in the thing and I was just driving. I went to go get food from somewhere, but they were closed. And when I was coming back around, like this chick, she came to my window and I was like, fuck it. And then when I really noticed what it was, I was like, oh, she's trying to like, this is a fucking hoe or whatever. And I was like, fuck it, okay, you're gonna do it. And I paid for that. That was my only time doing that shit. But I did that shit. I was scared to death doing that shit.
I bet she had a missing tooth and all.
She was alright. She wasn't that bad. She was alright. She wasn't that crazy.
I remember getting some head from a chick, and I actually ended up throwing up afterwards because it was kind of a nasty bitch,
Yeah.
And I could actually like the smell of the saliva was like stink.
Oh my god.
And
damn,
after it was like done, when you don't really clean up, you're just kind of like you just kind of wiping. And it had settled for a little bit. I went to the bathroom to wash my shit, and there was like this black ring of just fucking filth and grime from her fucking hands and her fucking mouth and shit. And I was putting water on my shit, and the water plus the whole shit was like stinking, bro. And I gagged, like right there in the sink. Shit, I was just like,
that'll change your fucking life right there.
Hey, but I bet you feel great though. She had the hottest mouth and all.
It was good head. It was really incredible. It was that like I don't like the super. This shit was the nasty. Like I could tolerate that shit. I was young and wild, bro. But I mean, this was like a rooster neck and and it's fucking my it's dripping in between my ass cheeks and shit. Like you just gotta.
Oh yeah.
But I remember it being so disgusting. I could smell it's like the spit.
That'll change your fucking life right there.
It's still making me gross right now.
Yeah.
But the nastier thing is I fought through it, and
Oh yeah, you ain't gonna stop. You ain't gonna stop. Yeah. That shit's happening. It's happening. You gonna finish, bitch. Yeah, you gonna clean your shit up later. But
I think the only worst thing is that she kissed you after. That's be the only thing.
Oh man, listen. Yeah, you must just fucking die right there.
Now this was a chick. Look, the head. She was a head monster. I didn't smash or anything. I wasn't even trying to really entertain. I wasn't, the mouth. Just a head monster.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. You got the last nigga leftover dick on your dick.
Probably, man. Probably. That's why you got. That's why you got to keep it there. And I just respected it for what it was. But I remember going in there, cleaning up, and I'm just like, okay, this. Now I think back. It's like that shit would scare me, bro. That shit would scare me.
That shit scared me too.
I never had nobody who went down and who breath was stinking like that, man. Like, God.
Yeah.
Shit, I've had a bitch that her pussy. Well, I told the story on one of our live in the lines about a couple of times I had bad pussy stench or whatever. With the one girl, she had a pillow between her legs, and I took the pillow. She was laying on me, and I was playing with her pussy, and I was playing with titties. And she had a pillow in between her legs, a couch cushion. And then when she got up, she gave me the couch cushion. And I went to grab it, and that shit said, woo! I was like, what the fuck?
Pause. B. She put the couch cushion because it's thick as hell. and it holds the smell in that motherfucker.
She had a Cosby sweater in between her legs.
Motherfucker, she had a polar bear between her damn legs.
Bro. That shit, as soon as she took it off, it was like that bitch from Mortal Kombat with the fucking oh my god.
Well, she got a bed mattress between her legs, and you sitting up there trying to.
I'm never coming to this bitch house again.
But let me tell you that. I'll tell you, Dre. I remember once I did have a girl who did smell a little bit one time, and I was like, yo, you know, be a great idea, babe. Let's take a shower together.
Really?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I'm not into that shit, man. I've definitely done it. I'm not into it though. It's like work. Gotta fucking stand there and gotta wash each other. I tell my one girl, I was like, oh man,
it's cute. It's cute at the beginning.
Yeah. I'm glad my girl ain't into that shit.
It's crazy. Hey, no lie. Me and my girl literally just I asked her to take a shower with me this morning. I was like,
look at this motherfucker doing that shit.
I was like, baby. I was like, get the shower. It's just, I feel your wet body and shit. Just
yeah.
Rub it.
I guess I just never been into that. I don't know.
No, this shit is all romantic to you. Really trying to take a shower, like bitch,
right? You really stink. Washing her and you at the same time, trying to keep obligated.
I mean, we both I'm big as hell. You trying to get around me? We can't do all of this.
Fuck all that shit.
I mean,
yeah, when I got super fat, you can forget about it. I gave up on a lot of shit. I ain't doing no extra shit. Bitch, you better do it all.
Hey, yo, all you need
motherfucker.
All you need to do is make sure you keep that damn fan on for me.
That's it. I don't make me sweat. Yo, listen, this is a good fucking. Hey, Harris, I hope you got topics, bro. I'm telling you, I'm about to say some shit. I'm about to talk some shit right now.
I'm sorry here.
Do you have you ever been in this? This is the shit you think about as you start getting. I'm 36 now, and I'm fucking almost 40, and I'm like, all right. I remember the times like fucking girls and stuff like that or whatever, and I think about it now, like when I used to sweat, like you used to fucking you sweat and shit, and there were some girls that it was like you don't care, it's like whatever, like I'm fucking this bitch, it don't matter what I do, I'll do anything. But then there was other girls that you really liked and shit, and I remember like times where I'd be sweating, fucking her like on top, and then the sweat would drip off you and drip on them and shit. And I just think to myself like, damn, this fucking girl must hate me. No wonder we ain't together. Like that shit is disgusting, bro. Like, do you remember like nasty shit that you did to girls and shit that like might have turned them off?
Well, no, go ahead.
Well, that particular thing, there was even my girl doesn't mind the sweat. There was one in particular that actually was like turned on by it, but because I get this look because I treat the feminine, like a prey, right? It's I literally pounce on it, and when I'm in there, I get this look of focus, and I get the beads coming down,
sharpshooter,
and that shit would actually turn this particular chick on. I remember the sweat dripping, splashing. Shit. But like all her chest and stuff. But like she would actually like that I would get that worked up. But that was only one particular instance.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'll fuck around and grab the pillow and
dab.
Oh yeah, no, you got to. Usually, like I keep my wife beater, right? You just grab the wife beater or something.
You got to, bro.
Back in my younger days, I used to do the damn. You don't take your shirt all the way off, so I take it and put it behind my neck. You flip it and put it right behind your neck.
That's some hood shit right there.
Oh yeah, that was back in my younger days. Then I know I'm sweating too much. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I think the only thing I would never into was like, just don't spit on me. I don't want you to slob on me.
Listen.
I've had girls.
Bring it.
Hold on, my wife is upstairs. I hope she's still asleep. Anyway, but I had experiences where they would slob in the middle of us doing it. I mean, and I remember they be on top, and I'm looking. I've watched, and they'll come down. I'm gonna look. It's like in slow motion. I'm like, oh shit.
That's me right there. Slob on me, baby. Spit my. I'm a freak. I don't give a fuck.
Don't do that.
I'm less now. Like I said, I'm older. I don't give a fuck now. But back in the day, bro, I used to do shit. I remember this one girl I met. I'm working at the store again, so I met her while I was in the store with a way fucking finer bitch than her. But this girl had a fat ass, bro. She was a fucking freak too. But I remember I was talking to my boy, and I was telling her about her, and I'm like, yo, listen, her ass nice, blah blah. She ain't that attractive, but her ass was so fat. She was super small. But I was telling her how yo, her ass is fat. Like I'll do anything to that shit. Right. And me and my boy was talking, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna eat her ass, yo. And we made like a catchphrase out of it. And I kept saying, I'm gonna eat the ass. And he was like, you want to eat the ass? I'm gonna eat the ass. And I meant it too. I don't give a fuck. And I was wild, man. I didn't have a lot of turn-offs like that, man. Don't stink. Don't fucking stink, or I can't deal with it. But and hair. That's another thing. If you got your armpit hair and a mustache, all that shit, I'm done. You could be fucking Beyonce.
Let me tell you this right here. The best pussy you will ever get will be from a bitch with a mustache. Let me tell you what I know.
Bitch better find something. She better find you, Eric.
No, I'm married to a beauty queen now. So
I love my baby.
But I'm saying, but the back of the day, man, the ugliest ones be the ones you be like, God damn. You damn crypt keeper, come here.
They was the practice ones. That's why you do anything you want to them motherfucking them girls who ain't had no self-esteem and shit. It sounds fucked up talking about it, but it's real though. It's fucking real.
Yo, she grabbed your dick like the damn Lord of the Rings. Precious.
Give me.
Precious.
Yeah, fucking crazy, yo.
Yeah, has some good tweaker pussy too back in the day. One of the better vaginas I had as well was she probably about a year, maybe year and a half, to in on her meth,
journey.
And I'm just weekend warrior kind of guy, but that shit, man, it was a couple of us. We kept her in the. I want to say I don't want to get no 30 years later or whatever, but we kept her busy for a couple of days in the track.
Oh shit!
Like, damn. No, but that, like, I'm talking about, like, I don't know, almost should be weird, man. Like the bounce back, the elasticity, the everything, the wetness. I was like,
I want to know one thing. Which one of your boys fell in love? Which one of them? One of them fell in love.
There's always somebody.
Somebody fell in love.
Well, not one of us. I mean, could have been a couple others lingering around, man. But there was one point where we started a little training, whatever action, and then he took her for like a couple hours, and I just went and do what I did, and then she would come into my room for a couple hours, and we just do that whole routine, man. And
the stamina. She a beast.
fucking incredible. It was weird. You know, I think back to certain times like that, man. And honestly, though, it's like I don't know, kind of dark. Like I think I could do stuff like that now, but I don't know. I don't know.
I can't.
Because
I can't anymore.
It's not even. It's just more like the element. Obviously, there was some drugs involved. There was different, and it's just like I don't know. It's just really unique. It was a cool experience and stuff. But
yeah, that's how I like to look at it too. Like I like to look at the experience that I had that I wasn't scared to do and shit like that. But like you said, like now, like we got too much knowledge. You got too much, like it's can't fuck with the same situations anymore.
It's not that. It's not that. First of all, my knees hurt now, and I ain't got time. I ain't got time to put my back. That's the truth. And I like when I was young. Some teachers to me at young, I was a whole different Eric than you see now. Man, I had the dreads. I had long dreads, and I was the little kind of in between hood dude. So I didn't care. I I would holler at your sister. We can do like as long as I'm single, I can do what the hell I want to do.
Yeah,
that was my thing. That was my thing back in the day. And my problem was, and I told everybody, my problem was back then was I used to tell all the girls like, I want to be your best. I want to be the best you ever had. And then get mad when shit don't go the right way. I'm like, oh damn. Now you want to bust my windows out. Okay, I don't know how the hell this happened. Like why you asking me to be your boyfriend? I thought we said that I was gonna be, but you looked me in my eyes while who was fucking. Oh damn, my bad. Like that was a lot of problems.
Yeah, relationships and shit like that. I mean, I guess if you look at it technically, like we're all in relationships with women we live with and deal with. And I know Harris, you've spoken even at the beginning of the show here, like you have you go through shit, man. I definitely go. I was talking about earlier about like with holidays and stuff. We have such a division for our family. Even you would think that these times would be easier, but it was so much easier before because he didn't care, man. At least for me, I didn't give a fuck, yo. It's like I had a couple of relationships, but I was that as soon as something goes wrong, I'm done. Fuck all. It could be small, yo. It could be small. Like if I think that you got something going on, man, fuck this whole situation. I'm done. Or I'm gonna do some extra shit to make sure that it's done. Like I'm gonna call your mother a bitch and call her personally. Fuck you. Fuck your daughter. I don't want that bitch to ever come around, and I know this gonna make it happen. So fuck it, I'm out. I was wild like that, man.
For me though, I think when I was younger, around the holidays time, I try to find somebody I want to be with somebody around the holidays. You know what I'm saying? So I like I said, so if I was in a relationship, man, no matter how bad it was, like we got to stick it out through the holidays. You know what I'm saying? But we can break up at the beginning of the year. You know what I'm saying? I got to bring it to my family house. So we're gonna stick together around the holidays. Then around the beginning of the year, we'll break up. You know what I'm saying? I was always trying to I was in between
companionship.
It wasn't just that, man. Because I was like when I was in a relationship, I'm in love with you. When I'm in a relationship with you, I mean like, and we can be going through hell, but I'm in love with you during a relationship. Then when I'm single, I'm the biggest hoe you ever seen. Like that thing was for me. It was like no middle ground for me. It was like either I'm gonna be in love or I'm gonna be out here in the streets. That's how it was for me.
Got you, yeah.
But I was too damn honest. That was my problem. I think I was too damn honest. Yeah. Like I have no problem telling you that, yo, I just left another girl house. Or I'm going to another girl house in a few minutes.
I say that a lot of times too. I'm like honest to a fault. I'm not the guy who put his foot in his mouth. Or sometimes I'm a good wingman, but sometimes because I don't like to I can't stand. The chase is cool to an extent, but when it's like sometimes when you're in your single days and it was like 2, 3 in the morning, whatever. I'm like, bro, like, yo, like y'all bitches trying to fuck or what? This motherfucker. Yeah. Oh hell yeah. Well, fuck y'all bitches in, man. They're like,
nope. That was it.
Or some shit like, you ruined it. I'm like, bro, it's 3 in the morning. I'm done. Like
playing all fucking day.
We try again tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, I feel that.
For me though, I think I knew what my role was. So I knew what it is. I knew what the game is. I know what we're gonna do, what we here to do. If you calling me at this time, I already know what the time what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? I never was the one to be like, yo, I'm gonna ask for sex. I ain't doing all that. That's not my style. If at one point in time I was a pretty boy nigga. So
me too.
I was in my pretty boy phase. But like I said, I like if you call me, I know what's up. You call me at a certain time, I know what's up. It's no need for me to come over there and be surprised when it don't happen. No, if it don't happen, I'm going home. Like I'm not staying here. But it is what it is. I knew that at that age, you know what I'm saying, I was trying to be, I don't know. I'm gonna tell you, this is the truth. I bought my first house when I was 20, 21 years old. And I was homeless right before that. So I was in this grind mode. I was in this grown man. Look, I don't need it. I don't need you right now. I'm just here to have fun. I'm going back to work because I got bills to pay.
Yeah,
that was me at that age. I was like,
so you had a different mentality of like a freer mind state. That makes sense.
All my friends at that time was still living with the mamas or living in the basements and stuff, and I was like, yo, I got stuff to do. I'm on my grown man shit. I gotta be grown. So that was my mentality in my 20s. I was trying to be grown, and that would lead to me, like we said earlier, to my depression because I was trying to be this grown man trying to figure out how to live life, dealing with everything I was dealing with at one time. I had grown up like pressures at a young age.
This is why I like Harris's show, yo. Harris's show, Eric, me and Harris known each other for going on a year, over a year now, and we've been doing this show. We were just talking about it. We met through a acquaintance that we were working with, and Harris always had a cool ass vibe to fuck out show, and for some reason, every time you get on it, it's fun, but you're also just in this method where it's like your true shit starts coming out and just kind of flowing out, and you're like, why am I revealing this right now? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the vibe of the shit. And
I'm an open book when it comes to my shit. I tell you, I'd rather for me to tell you than you to tell me. You know what I'm saying? To tell me about myself. I'd rather be honest.
Yeah, I love that shit too. I feel the same, bro. I'm a very honest person. And people say the same thing to me, like, hey, or things happen where I wish that I wasn't as upfront sometimes because people do try to use it against you. And whether it be I'm telling you exactly how I feel, but you're trying to tell me that I'm not. You're trying to argue with me that can't be why it is. That's another reason me and my girl get in arguments because I'm upfront. And if I feel some type of way, I'm going to come directly. And then she's like, well, you should have thought about it before you did. But I'm like, well, I'm just sharing with you how I feel. And she's like, well, you shouldn't feel like that because you did this. And to an extent, she's right. You know what I'm saying? Because she's basically saying, like, when I can calm down and I'm in my shit, I can understand it. She's basically like, you should have put more thought into it because we're two people that are trying to work together and it's not just you. And that's where I be faulting because I'm like, I feel this way. Fuck it. I'm going to let it be known because I don't like this shit or I do like this shit, whatever. And I do that with everybody. You good? But I really try hard to, like, put my shit out there so nobody's got to get that. Like I said, once again, that's the whole reason, like the beeline, like that was what I meant. Straight to the point. I'm not trying to bullshit you or sugarcoat or fucking beat around the bush. This is what it is. This is how I feel. This is what I like. This is what I don't. That's it. You don't got to think about it. Like I'm telling you directly. You can speculate and shit, but that's how I always dealt with a lot, man.
Yeah. Nah, definitely. You got it. That's how I've been even when I was a kid in school, and I tell my son too, like, bro, you're gonna see little kids doing stuff that looks cool, but I said you're cooler, I said,
yeah,
you're gonna look back and just go your own route, man. Don't fucking worry, about the others.
Bacardi with Starburst stuff in it. So I'm over here shaking up over here to turn pink. I'm about to kill this shit.
You over here like the tipsy bartender,
bro. Yo, that nigga right there. Y'all sent him a message to try to get him on the show, and he had his I guess his team had sent back. He wanted money, of course, but I definitely tried to get him on the show. He's incredible, bro. That shit is that's me type shit all day. Like I love like taking shit like that. Another quick story. When I was younger, me and this girl, one crazy sex experience. We went to the store and got like candy and Jolly Ranchers and shit like that or whatever. And we had we were just eating them and just fucking each other all night. Like we fucked each other like 20 fucking times, and we was just kissing with the candy and shit like that and all that stuff or whatever. And everything we were doing was just extra because it was like Jolly Ranchers. Then we eat it out, kiss each other. You know, we was just doing that shit all night, and we was like tallying it. And we were in the house we were in. We called. Damn, I'm about to say mad shit. The house we were in. It's like a memory reminds you of another thing and shit. But at one point, we had this house, me, my brothers, and like his girl and his other brothers. We had this house. We called it the Real World House, and we were staying in the house. We had 3 floors, and at one point, it was like these 2 hoes that was staying upstairs, and then we were staying in the middle floor, and then they were staying on the bottom floor. But then they moved out, and then me and my boy moved upstairs, middle floor. So we had the whole house. They foreclosed the house while we were renting it. So we were fucking rent free for like 6 months, I think it was. So when I used to fuck the chicks I used to bring over, for some reason the whole fucking house would move. And I was nowhere near as big as I am now and shit. The whole fucking house would move, so everybody would know when I was fucking. And on that day, we were just repeatedly, bro. I used to do this thing where I used to like put my feet on the wall and like grab the girl by the shoulders and like try to like dig hard. And I broke the fucking wall.
Hey, yo,
we had some fucking fun, man, when I was younger.
Let me tell you, my house was like that too. So I had a 1-bedroom house. Well, me and my brother stayed there together. And but the thing was, the house was really thin. So wherever you can hear like outside, you can hear inside, vice versa. So I remember one time, and again, make sure my wife sleep. Anyway, I remember one time that I invited somebody to the house. We were doing our thing, but she's loud as hell, loud as shit. I'm like, damn. So when I first brought her over, nobody was outside. Nobody was outside. This like shit? Probably like 4:00 in the afternoon. So I'm like, all right, cool. Nobody's outside. So when we finished, it's probably like now because I had to take her to work. So she was like, probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours later. Okay. So we leaving to go outside. Everybody's outside. Everybody's like standing in their yards. They on the porch. They like, and my aunt lives across the street, so she coming outside. And I'm like, what's going on? And they just smiling. Hey, Eric.
You know what's going on?
I'm like, yo. I said, yo, she looked at me. I said, yo, just get your ass in the car. Don't say nothing. Just get your ass in the car. Yo, I felt like, because we was the only young house over there. Everybody was older. So we were the only young group of people. And I was like, yo, I said, don't say nothing. Just get in the car, man. I don't want nobody to say nothing to me. And they just kept looking at me smiling. I'm like, oh, shit. My aunt called my dad and told my dad. Yeah. My aunt called my dad and said, yo, I don't know what the hell Eric doing over there, but he need to stop it.
Oh, shit. So, your dad was proud of you, wasn't he?
Man, my dad, to this day, he ain't say shit to me about it, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I had some fun back in the day, bro. I don't regret shit. I don't regret shit that I did. That's something that I can positively say, even the bad shit. I don't regret anything that I did when I was younger. Some shit I wish I would have did better, maybe. But I'm definitely glad that I got the opportunity to live life and make my mistakes. And I am over-parenting my kids now to the point where, like I said, I'm homeschooling. Like, my daughter's getting homeschooled right now, and our 2 13-year-olds, they're going to be homeschooled next year. But we're really doing our best to make sure that they're going to be, still being able to engage. Like my daughter just started gymnastics. So we're doing different shit. We ain't just like sitting there in the house and just like not doing nothing. She's starting gymnastics, doing gymnastics every Tuesday. She's 4. And so it's like we're getting it started early. But my son wants to do video games, and my daughter likes to do games, and she likes to do violin. And so we got them enrolled in some shit, but fuck these schools teaching my kids all this crazy shit, bro. I'm over it.
Oh man. I don't know. I got 2 teenage sons, man, and they're in school still. And it's crazy because they're at the age now where a lot of girls are looking at them because they're on the football team. And, my youngest is a freshman, my oldest is a junior. And just like, I'm everything they doing, I can see myself all over again. I can see all the mistakes I made, the crazy stuff I was doing. And they be wondering how I know. I'm like, y'all doing the same shit I did. Y'all stuck to the script. Y'all doing the same dumbass shit I did. I got fussed at. I can see this whole thing playing out again.
You know what's funny is I have a stepdaughter as well, a teenage stepdaughter, and just caught her smoking weed like a little bit ago. Kind of know she been doing it, never caught her. I even smelt it, different shit.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we ain't doing
Like
that.
2 times in the last 30 days or so. But dead ass, like, seen the shit coming out the window. Oh, okay, boom. You know, busted her, took her phone away, had this talk. I smoke weed, so I'm just trying to. I say, look, it's hypocritical. But all I say is, I'm an adult. I pay for my shit. I function. Yada yada yada. I say, if you can even at least
Matters.
prove to me, and it's double standard. I said, like, right now she's having a motivational problem. Doesn't know what to do. This lethargic shit. I said, weed's not for you. I said, even if you were like coming home from practice, doing this, doing that, and maybe hit a pin to relax, and you're training, and you get all these ideas. Even that's different. I try to tell her about how pot, weed. I said it's not what you're using it for. I said you got to eat the chips. Your shit get glossy, and you just want to sleep, and then you're still failing in school. I said that's not
Yeah.
good.
Gotta regulate.
Yeah, but yeah, I just had
So,
to go through that route.
so wait a minute. So you treat it as a reward though?
As what? No, the weed.
You treat it like it's a reward? Yeah, like it's a reward. Like, yo, you doing better. I can let that happen.
No, like I'm against it for her, period. But I tried to. That was my almost like trying to relate to her, because how do I explain? I love weed, bro. I love.
Yeah, I feel you. I
love
feel
it.
what you mean.
And she, I keep it away, whatever. But they smell it. They see dad smoking.
Right.
She's even asked. I think even one time, even her mama might even be cool with it, but I'm not gonna. She's too young still. I'm like, nah, I'm not contributing nothing to nothing, because it ain't gonna be for me. But I could even, yes, if there was, like, if I seen something in you, as far as like, damn, dad, recovery, like actual medicinal type shit, or you were just kicking ass in school, and your maturity level is actually there, where you understand what I'm down in just the different aspects. Like,
Right.
I would even be more accepting.
Entertaining it.
Yeah,
I feel you, man.
I understand.
Yeah, it is kind of difficult, and I come from like my parents themselves didn't really do anything like that. Like well, they did in their own way. Like my mother, I don't really know too much of my mother's past. Like, she wasn't open with her shit. My dad, he was a little bit more wild. Like, he did shit. Like, they had their groups and their cliques. My dad's really weird. He even told us one day, man, I've got some stories for y'all ass, man. I ain't gonna say everything. But last time my dad was at my house, it's been a long time since what the fuck happened. But he said that he did coke and shit. He tried cocaine and shit like that or whatever. And he didn't know at the time that it wasn't nothing to me. I never did it, but we used to sell shit and be around nothing but that because of our environment and shit. So they never knew like my life, like a lot of it or whatever. But so I understand like being like the parent, and I've seen like Jay and Greg and all them, like they used to. Those are my brothers, so I call my brothers. Like their father sold and did all that shit or whatever, and they used to smoke all together. So it's like I understand the lifestyle. When Greg was in high school, he was smoking with them and shit like that or whatever, and they all lived together. So I've seen it and I can understand it. But me personally, I would never want to condone that for my kids, and probably because of the negativity that I was around, and just like the problems and the raids and all that bullshit, and just the bad shit that comes with that environment. That's why I wouldn't relate it in a positive way to my kids.
Right.
That's from personal experience. There's people who are like, man, fuck it, I'd rather you do it with me than do it with other people. Be safe, don't get laced. There's different reasons for it. It's an argument for sure.
And I'm on the same boat with you too, B. With me, like my dad wasn't into that. My dad was strict. You know what I'm saying? He was a military dad. But he had my dad was wild too. He had his own little thing he did too. He still do. My dad's old as hell, still doing crazy shit. Anyway, but my thing was, I love my kids. I love my sons. They my stepson, quote unquote, but they are my actual son. I call them my sons. But my thing was, I want to keep that it's a line from me being your friend and me being your parent. You know what I'm saying? I like as a man, I'm okay. Like you tell me like, hey Eric, me and old girl, we got it in last night. I'm like, all right, man, all right.
It's so hard to hear, right?
Yeah, but inside, like,
there you go.
But my thing was, I don't want to know too much. I don't want us to have that type of that boundary be crossed. You know what I'm saying? Like I still want to keep it as a parent is. I don't want you to smoke. I don't want you to drink. And when you get old enough to do it, I don't want to be the one to do it with you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Good point.
I told my sons, when you get older, you want to have a drink one day with me when you get older. Sure, I have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying. But I was in my environment. I seen the kid. I mean, I seen kids drink with their parents. I see kids smoke with their parents. You know what I'm saying? I had one of my older cousins used to tell us all the time, look, if you any drug you want to try, let me know first, and then we'll talk about it. Then if you want to do it, I'd rather you do it with me. Yeah. And like I said, I couldn't. I was like, yo, man, I don't want to be that open. I don't want that type of openness between us.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my stand. I was like, what one day you ended up having a big old mental breakdown, freak out, crazy, like sporadic, and can I just a little bit to calm down? I said, and I almost thought about it for like, I said, you know what? Just go inside. Just go inside. Like, you know, thought about it when it said, her mom is. I'm like, nah. You know, I said, you know what? Fuck that. I said, nah. I said, as great of wheat as a plant that marijuana is. I said, I don't even want her first experience to be because it's she thinks she needed. No, fuck that. And let her, you know, a couple hours.
You saying it right?
She was over it. And there's just the age thing too. So, you know,
how old is she?
15.
Okay, yeah, 15.
Yeah, that's 15, a hard age.
Yeah, we still got some. We still got some experience in that.
It's too, you know.
Yeah, it's a little too early, I would say.
I think you out there doing it with your friends, this and that. You see, you see me doing this, but I'm just like, I don't know. You see me functioning, you know. You see me.
I told my kids like this right here. I pay these damn bills, damn it. I need this shit. I need to stress. I'm stressed the fuck out. I gotta pay. I gotta keep you alive. That's a lot.
You know, and it is a good point, but you know, you hear people say stuff like that a lot. As far as like, you know, hey, I'm a parent and I got this or whatever. It's kind of it's a similar kind of comparison to where you hear people like, oh, people who have money, like, oh, you're not as stressed as me because you got money. But then the people who got money, they have their problems that'll stress them out, just like we got. So it's like kids have their, you know, nowhere near of importance, but as far as how they feel personally, they definitely feel like, you know, their problems are big deals to them, bro. When they get their first little girlfriend, and we know it was never going to last, but to them, it's fucking devastating. You know what I'm saying? If they break up and have heartbreak, and they're dealing with the emotions that they're only developed to feel. So when they do feel like, hey, I'm super stressed, I would like to have something that will relieve me. And then they hear, oh, well, weed will do that. And daddy's doing it. Oh, shit. I can understand. I want to try. I want to, you know, I need this because my test is hard tomorrow, and they really feel that shit. They don't fucking know that it's wrong, but
do like we did. Beat your dick till you go to sleep. That's what the hell we had. So don't say. Don't say it. So if that's what your stress, that's the best relief you had back in the day. Yeah. So I'm just saying that's true. I mean, my thing is, if you do it, please don't let me find out because I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love
challenging.
Yeah. See, I kind of even gave that fucking leeway. I was like, look, it's the honor system. Like I said, when I drop you off at school, like in my head, me and your mom, we literally think that you're the best kid, and you're actually doing. That's how I go on with my day, and we're not tripping. We literally think you're there. We literally think you're safe. You know, kind of like,
yeah.
So shit better be up to par. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna be smoking weed on your lunch break, go back in there with some fucking pizzazz, focused and shit. Like, oh, science, you know, trip that. Like, learn some shit, bitch. Fucking use the weed, utilize your ass to run your motherfucking ass on that track. Go do it.
Yeah,
7 minutes.
I feel you.
You know, like for real. That's how I could justify shit, man. And my son's far from that. And I'm not even gonna get into that with him, but you know, he sees me puffing. I just explained, you know, just one boy, keep it away, you know, with him. And I'm not a big, but it's just like fucking liquor, you know, over here. And
right.
I'm just like, but if you he sees me playing with him. He sees me doing hella stuff. And it's not even about the weed. I don't make the, it's just like anything else. But yeah, man. Just I don't like lazy fucking potheads. I guess that's what it is. I have just some
stoner motherfuckers.
I mean, hey, get high and be like, yo, Dad, I want to do a makeup YouTube tutorial. I see what you're doing. Fuck yeah, I don't care. Let's do something.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm soft with it, man. But I didn't want to when me and my wife moved together and we got the kids and all that. I didn't want to drink in front of them. I didn't want to smoke in front of them.
Yeah, me neither.
That's the truth. I didn't want to drink in front of my kids. Because I don't want you to. Because I grew up seeing that. So I grew up seeing.
That's why for me too.
Seeing the people getting told the fuck up in front of me. I'm like, yo. Yeah. And I remember back then it made me feel like shit. So I didn't want to be that example that you see growing up. So for my sons. So I told them the truth. I'm like, look, I do this right, but I would never do this in front of you. And but my thing was, I'd be stupid to believe that they get older, they ain't doing no dumb shit like I was trying to do at 17 and damn 15. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, 12 for me. 12, I think, yeah. 11 was the first year I started smoking cigarettes. And I kind of started on some goofy shit because this kid had a cigarette in the park. And he was like, "Here, you want one?" I was like, "All right, fuck it." And I was always that kid, bro. Like I did not everything. Like I had my boundaries with shit, but I was like, "All right, fuck it." And I smoked my first cigarette there, and then through 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, I was smoking. Then we went to Black and Miles. It's crazy talking about this shit now at 36 years old. Looking back, knowing that I was so fucking young, bro. Like I didn't think I was doing anything. And that's why I'm so hard with my kids, I think, because I know like how I was living, the shit that I was dealing with and seeing and going through and shit like that or whatever. I was fucking 6th grade, Cleveland, middle school. Right. I was doing all of this crazy shit, seeing all this crazy bitches jumping out of fucking windows. Like, yo, we lived a crazy ass life, man. Right. And that's why I'm so hard with my kids, because I know what's out there. And I don't want them to experience that shit.
But his thing is you do gotta let them experience it for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I can give my sons all the shit to tell them to prepare them for life. But you learn life from living it, right?
Yeah.
You had to go through some shit for you to live it. And my thing was for me, and like you said, based on that young thing, I remember like, wait till your kids get to the age where they ask you the questions back. Like, well,
I'm already telling them. I'm an open fucking book.
Yo. My son came to me one time. He came to me one day because they're the age. It's sex. It's almost sex now. That's the age they is now. Yeah. So I'm sitting there, man. I'm chilling. I'm eating dinner one night. My youngest son pulled up beside me. Now me and my oldest son already had to talk, but me and my youngest son pulled up beside me. He was like, "So how old was you when you lost your virginity? How old was you?" And I'm like, what? And he like, how old was you? How old was you when you did it? I didn't want to tell this nigga I was 13, but I said, no, man, so don't worry about it. Ain't nothing to talk about right now, man. We go ahead and, say that. Then when I ended up telling him, I said, I was this age, blah, blah. He like, so that means I can do it too, right? No. I said, no, my dad should whip my ass. He should have beat my ass. You know what I'm saying? But I said, but no, I told him the same thing. I told him, I said, look, man, I told both my sons, I said, look, me and your mom is different. That mom, like, look, have her way, they would never do anything. But I told him, I said, look, I said, at least wait until you get to high school. Just can you at least wait until you get to high school and have a little bit more sense? Can you wait to then? And that's what they agreed to.
That's good.
And my older son is a whore, but it's neither here nor there.
Have you guys had any kind of like bad experiences with your kids in that? I know Harris. I mean, this is hard for you because I can't even imagine. I'm almost there because my other daughter, my stepdaughter, but she's
I just found a fucking hickey on her fucking neck. That's the whole fucking starter. She has a hickey on her neck, and her fucking boyfriend has a fucking hickey on her neck. I just met her boyfriend yesterday. This whole thing's been going on. Her goddamn mom. I thought her mom was in on the fucking thing. She's over there telling me, "Oh, drop me off at my friend Bethany's house." Come to find out, ain't no fucking Bethany. It's a goddamn boyfriend. I go over there myself to meet the father because I'm a fucking man. I come to the thing. He's got the thing fenced off. Hey, sir. Bald white guy, biker and shit looking dude. I'm Aliciana's dad. I said, look, I'm getting the runaround. Apparently, I said, do you have a daughter? No, I got 6 boys. I said, oh, shit. I said,
that's the worst thing to hear.
I said, wait a minute. No, I said, I'm being told you have a daughter named Bethany, and she likes your son, and it was a whole thing, but she has a fucking hit,
Man.
and I just let's go there. Her mom just told me today, this little fucking tramp already got this little tramp. This little fucking tramp already has birth control. Apparently,
oh shit! Oh, mama been new.
Yeah, mama
been new.
You know what I'm saying? See where we're going? This wickedness, this evil.
It's hard, bro.
I'm sorry.
Hard.
I almost felt the spirit of Hori. These bitches, because it's like, wait a minute.
Oh shit!
And you know the fucked up thing is, and I mess with girls from here to there. I barely, about a year ago, felt the birth control in this chick's arm that she was like,
yeah. That thing in her arm, I felt that.
Yeah.
My cousin had it, and it fucked her up. She had to get it taken out of her.
Yeah,
I felt the other thing though. But go ahead.
I see that shit. I said, holy shit! I said, that's birth control. Yeah, and but now, like today, I was in the going like, let me see your fucking like. I want like you already got this. Like, how did I like?
Oh, she got a thing in her arm already.
So I mean,
yo, don't trust that shit, bro.
Yo,
yeah, you need to have that conversation because that shit don't work. Not all the way.
But I don't know.
Let me just say this real quick, bro. The bad shit about that you know, and this for anybody watching as well. Like, you know, if you go get that shit, you get a mentality like, okay, just fuck me raw. Like, fuck the condom. I got you. Yo, I'm shit. You see this shit? And then you get that shit, and then that opens you up. So, in my opinion, if you're going to do birth control, you just get them fucking pills and just make sure you take them every day because that in the arm shit, I've heard from multiple women. That shit ain't that guaranteed.
Well, let me just say on record because this is a weird conversation. This is my step. this is my stepdaughter. Now it sucks to say it like that. I love the girl, and I'm there for her. But I honestly, as a father, is defined and as there as I am for my son. If I was in this girl's life from birth, ain't no way that might fit because I'm still under the impression. You know, she's a virgin, and you know,
angel,
forever.
Yeah,
her mom is too apparently. But I'm like, you took her, and then apparently this has been done a minute ago. You know, before. But I'm like, wait a minute, but like, why? And but this would, if there was another female to defute this, apparently. And I don't know, it sounds like some shit because you're still growing, but it was good to balance out the hormones. Or something about her. Things were so bad that you get it and it actually straightens it out. It sounds like
you're talking about her period. So when she have a period, she had it's supposed to help her not catch. So when they get these IUDs or these birth controls, it kind of like sometimes it can stop their periods and stuff like that.
Gain weight.
All that.
It fucks with their body. Yeah, that's why some girls don't like taking it. But I know about this shit, like I said, because I've literally in most situations, IT Tiff is the main one who's told me a lot about it. She's a nurse, she went to school and everything, so she knows a lot of all this shit. But apparently, like that's why like it changes like your structure and shit like that. And it can stop periods, it can do this, but I don't know how well it is effective for still maturing. My daughter is 12 years old and she just started her period last week, as a matter of fact. Now I'm not ready for none of that shit. I'll tell you right now. I got 3 nieces. That's the only thing that I got. My niece is 18 and she went to prom with her boyfriend. I didn't even know it was her boyfriend. I thought it was a date, and she went out and hung with him afterwards. So I'm not even ready for that shit. But it's like it's really interesting, like to start having these things as a dad. And you got to see your son is one thing. Your son is a boy. It's you. You know what I'm saying? Shit you've been through. But the daughter is like my daughter, like Jordan, like my baby, 4 years old. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do when I get older. Because I ain't letting that girl do shit. That's my fucking princess, bro. Like you can. And I know me, man. It's gonna be really difficult.
Well, let me just say. Well, I have to play that role a little bit from. she's her mom's, you know, boom, I'm stepping in, boom. I know what I am. I'm there for you, there for you. But now I see the effect from just being there from day one with my son and everything. And I'm like, damn, you know, so it's that give and take thing. But a lot of stuff I'm like, baby, all right, like step up. Like I'm going to basically say, I don't agree or I did this, whatever. But if you feel this and that, I mean, that's you. That's your seed. Like that's your first, you know. So I give her that leeway though, and then I just I definitely have my input. And if it ever comes back, I'll be like, bitch, I told you so.
I told you, motherfucker.
I don't know. But here's my thing with me, man. I know y'all say it's easy for like the sons and the daughters. Like I got my 2 sons, man. You know, and like you said, like Brian, I have like a shit ton of nieces.
Yeah,
I got a shit ton of nieces, man, who I watched grow up, and I'm like,
I know you do. I know. I've been with I've seen your family and talking to your family.
Yeah, I got a shit ton of nieces. I got a bunch of nieces, man, and I'm so used to like being there as the big uncle. I remember having my little sister. I was very overprotective of my little sister, and I remember one day I remember my little sister finally told me that she had a boyfriend. I lost my damn mind. You know what I'm saying? But as for my sons, man, it's kind of weird though because yeah, I want them to have a little freedom, but at the same time, in my head, I'm thinking, yo, what if you get somebody pregnant? What the fuck you gonna do?
Bro,
like, what is you gonna do? Like, I'm trying to explain this to him because, like I said, my son's hornballs, both of them, hornballs, man. Them, like a girl can walk by right now, dick hard. They ready to fuck. It's already
happen. Yeah, that's
but
especially now, like all this shit. I mean, these girls, bro. Listen, and I'm not trying to sound creepy or nothing, but I'm saying these girls are fucking fully developed. Walking around when I be taking my kids to school, my kids are in middle school, bro, and I see these fucking girls walking in school with belly shirts and all this shit or whatever. I'm like, damn, these fucking girls just giving this shit away immediately.
No, let me tell you. Where I'm at, man, they have the middle school has this Instagram page where they're exposing each other.
Oh yeah, yep. We went through that shit too.
where they're exposing each other. And I'm like, I've never seen no shit like this. I mean, you got girls showing who sent the titty pics and guys who got dick pics out there. I'm like, y'all in middle school.
Yeah.
Y'all got sex tapes and they talking about girls talking about they want to be choked and girls talking want to be. I'm like, yo, all of this in middle school?
Oh shit, I didn't hear about that shit.
Yeah,
we had that shit on MySpace. We had people exposing who was fucking who and that was like freshman year in high school. I remember that.
But that's different for us. You know, on MySpace, you couldn't do too much. Yeah. Like you can do too much, but now you can have full-blown videos of every damn thing. And I was sitting there like, yo, I'm like, yo, these kids are like, fuck. And in my I'm thinking, these like 13, 14-year-old kids.
Fucking their life
and
up.
Like, yo, already, like, y'all jumping on the porch early as hell.
Yeah, that's scary shit.
Like, by the time y'all get to 18, ain't shit new. Ain't shit fun to do.
That's why I asked before if you guys had any situations, because one thing I did have with my son earlier this year, we took his fucking phone away and everything. First incident we had was he had liked this girl and he was taking pictures of her ass with his phone. Oh, shit. Yeah. And he tried to play it like he didn't know, but I guess he was showing people that he did. And he sat there and people were seeing like, and they told her, they were like, yo, your son is taking, James is taking pictures of you and shit or whatever. And she told the teacher and the teacher called us. That was the first situation. So then apparently he had this little girlfriend and him and his girlfriend were texting. And my girl looked at the phone and all of these fucking text messages of my son talking about, let me touch you and blah blah. And the girl's like, no. And my son's like, no, but I want to. And you can't like tell me no, I'm your boyfriend, saying all of this shit, yo. And I'm sitting here looking at the evidence, and I'm like, if this nigga was fucking 17 sending this, he'd be going to fucking jail right now or some shit. Like it could be a charge or a case. And that shit woke me up to like just how devastating he could destroy his life in fucking in no time, bro, and just have all the evidence right there. It's scary as shit.
It's weird that we parents now we see this shit, we alarmed by the shit, because we did the same shit. But I was sitting and I remember when my oldest was like about to be 17, but when he was little, he had been about maybe like 12. And I remember he had a little girlfriend, that we didn't know about because he wasn't supposed to. He's not supposed to date.
Yeah.
So, but they texting back and forth. whatever. So I was on my wife get a message from this older woman. It was like, yo, you know your son is texting my daughter some nasty stuff. And we're like, my wife going off. I'm like, what's going on? So I read the text messages. When I said I can't make up no shit like this, I couldn't. I'm like, you want to do what to what?
Oh,
you want to put what in? You want to touch her in the what? Oh, I want to make you nut down your legs. I'm like, what the fuck? What?
Oh shit, he was going in.
Let me keep on reading though.
Yeah. Look into this shit.
I said, what do you know about this? I didn't do it.
Parenting is crazy, bro. Isn't it crazy? It is. Being parents, the three of us in this room right now, we all been in different experiences, but we ain't no boring. I can tell from Harris to Eric to me, we ain't the motherfuckers that grew up playing Yu-Gi-Oh in the mall. Like we've had some fucking experiences. Ain't it crazy that we growing, raising kids into this fucking society? Like our crazy asses is raising kids. I be thinking about shit like that all the time, yo.
Like when I be doing these shows, man, I be doing these shows and I be talking about like kind of like reliving my past,
bro.
And I be thinking about the stuff I did back when I was younger. And I'm like, yo, Eric, you did some crazy ass shit. Especially when I'll tell you again, when I was going through my pretty boy stage, nigga, that was a whole different nigga. That light skinned dread headed motherfucker was a dog, boy. He didn't give a damn. Then that little hood version of Eric, that nigga was a whole different now nigga. Like I'm a suburban dad now.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like I told my family one time, I was like, I was arguing with my mother. I said, I feel like I'm in a fucking witness protection program because I was like, it's so different. Like I'm so different than I never would have went through this shit like as I am now, bro.
I got something happened the other couple of weeks ago. I went into a local Dollar Tree, and this one I live by is trash. I have frequently good ones. This one is trash. I actually went in, and luckily I was not with my son or anything. It was just me dipping in real quick. Had to grab a couple items, and I was threatened myself. We talked about our size, whatever. 6'2", I'm 220. I was threatened because there was a young black man, very young, and he was working there, and he had a little apron over him, but he was wearing a gray hoodie, sagging his pants, the whole image, the underwear, and he was rapping. I mean, bro, he was literally rapping. I don't know if it was his own music. I assume he was listening to something in his earbuds. Every other word was, of course, the nigga, the bitches on my dick. I'm gonna murk it. I'm gonna slide. And I just kind of walked in, man, and there's white people amongst everybody, but even I'm appalled. Like
calm down. Yeah, I feel you though, bro.
Funny because I heard his ass. Like even I kind of turned the aisle and I looked. I said, "No, I ain't going down that motherfucker." I went up, boom, get my shit. I said. Going around, I said, I'm actually glad I don't need nothing from that aisle. Holy shit.
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
I ain't got all my stuff. He's still coming. He's still, rapping his stuff. And I'm coming to doing the shooting again. And I'm doing the land. And I was just like, wow. And as a store manager and different things, I'm like, just where is people? And I can only imagine the lesser person or just, the older lady, like your more common customer. I'm looking at from a business perspective too.
This being true shit. This is some true shit right here. That's how I fucking be feeling too.
I'm like, how do you even have this young man on the floor? For one, how did he get the job? For two, and then for three, and then I actually left the store, and I went to it's a little shopping center. Boom, little Sally's, little Caesars, little shit. When there's those type of stores. Right. I had to go get some hair gel, whatever, and I'm coming back. Apparently this young man maybe was on his lunch break or what have you, and he's outside now rapping the same, even more vulgar lyrics, more louder, and coming out the store, and we didn't say a damn thing, bro. And I swear, I kind of we lock eyes for a minute, but it was almost like just that, like I don't know, this moment of like we both like lady, like I'm actually with you on this one.
Like, like a common understanding. We ain't together or shit, but I get this one right here. I feel you, bro.
Let me tell you though, the music nowadays would sit your ass down. Like these kids nowadays go hard. So you got to be careful,
bro.
Saying reckless, crazy shit.
Anybody, to me, seriously, like anybody in that mode, bro, because I'm scared, right? I'm trying to keep a job. Man, I be bartending. You know, there's a certain eschoir I got to keep by myself for this clientele. Any young cat that's like willing to just, and I'm coming through shooting the fade and shooting the nigga with leg. I'm just like, bro, in a public establishment, this is just appalled me.
They don't give a fuck, bro.
Oh,
I say that shit all the time.
I'm like, brother, like, damn, but it just shows too, like, well, you know, there's another one, no dad. Damn. You really just need a hug and, you know, just need some guidance, man. It's
there's another one, no dad.
No dad. Here's another one for the system.
I don't You be want to do little speeches to him. Listen, you don't have to be like this, young man.
Really, man.
Listen, I've been there, young brother. I've been there. Don't let them use you like this.
Get shot doing shit like that now. Motherfuckers don't have no care.
Right.
I don't want no fucking. I saw a video the other day. I don't want no fucking advice from you. Like, God damn, you can't even help these motherfuckers.
Like, you know, get your ass whooping and post on YouTube tonight.
Trying to tell you, that's the new thing. This motherfucker, no bullshit. The video I saw, it was an older dude, and like the description, what thing was on Reddit? The description was like, OG gets checked by a young guy or some shit like that or whatever. And the kid was literally saying, he was like, yo, you don't know me. And the older dude was like, hey, I'm trying to talk to you. I'm trying to tell you, I don't need you to fucking talk to me. And the kid was saying, I'm on live right now. Like, don't make me have to pop you on live and blah, blah, blah. He kept saying that shit over and over again. And I get it. Like I said, I'm like, we've established that we're not fucking angels here, but it is kind of difficult when you do see that shit, knowing what you know now. It's another growing step that you have. Because you walk into a store and you see somebody loud and obnoxious, and you work here, motherfucker. Like, God damn, I can't get help, like nothing, because I'm nervous to talk to you. Like, I know you don't give a fuck. Even if I'm not scared, I just know you don't care. Like, there's nothing you could do for me. And it does kind of suck, bro. I say that shit with fast food a lot. Like, I don't like eating fucking fast food anymore, literally because of the people who make that shit. I had to, because they fucking drained my account paying all my bills. I had to ask IT Tip. My family's coming home tomorrow. I fucking have my family finally coming back home. But I sent her a message. I said, yo, babe, let me borrow some money. I'm gonna go and get something to eat. I didn't want to cook. I'm trying to clean for them to come home. That's why I was able to stay up, Harris, and come on the show with you tonight. I was cleaning this shit, so I was like, fucking, I'm staying up. I'm about to have to dip off in a minute though. But I literally went and was going to get food, and in my head, as I'm thinking, like, what am I gonna get? And I'm like, I don't want McDonald's because they don't give a fuck every time you make your food. Burger King, you get a burger is $17 fucking dollars. I went to Taco Bell and got like 5 tacos, yo, for me and IT Tiff. We got like 4 chalupas and like 3 soft tacos. This motherfucker costs $40. No drinks, nothing. I was like, yo, fuck Taco Bell for the rest of my life. But it's like,
oh, yo,
then people don't give a shit making your food, bro, and it's not worth it anymore, bro. Nobody gives a fuck anymore.
At first, nobody won't be at work, so you go there. They were like, all right, man, what up? I get them, and I get like, yo, I get mad. I'm like, you know what? I'm just leave. I don't need you to spit in my food. I'm going
for real.
Well, now they got them the kiosks too. They don't have. I actually just went to Taco Bell recently, and it's funny because I looked at them, $1 cheesy bean and rice burrito, and they got the $2 grilled chicken. I just said, let me get one of each. It was like 3 something. That's all I got.
Let me get that shit. Yeah.
Yo, we ain't get that luxury, man. I wish the hell I could get $1 bean cheese and bean burrito. Bro, man, shit, I would be fat as hell. I'm already big. God damn. My neck would be like this.
I still got mine. Hopefully, it's still somewhere.
It's an inch and a half. It's an inch and a half.
There's enough there still.
There's enough left. I can still turn.
Yeah, I seen like 4 items up there. I said, no shit. But I remember they had it. It filled me up. But first time I actually had to place an order on the damn kiosk. But I said, well, I'm paying cash. Oh yeah, that's fine. Just still type it in. I said, ain't this a bitch? You know, I'm just looking in there. Submit my damn order, man. And but the same bitch still came to the register and took my cash. And usually I would put up more of a fight or something, you know. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I was just like, really, I had some other shit to do. Only had like 20 minutes, and it's like it was just a fucked up situation. But yeah, they just like they didn't have anybody working unless it was cash. Other people came in like, yo, like basically if you have a car, they ain't fucking with you. Like tap and pay, all that right there.
Yep, I know.
You know,
Hey, yo, somebody, I'm gonna show this real quick, man. Because we had established that all of us are step parents, basically.
Yeah,
Right. We all got step kids. Do y'all remember back when it was a time where they were posting videos of kids beating up their stepdads?
I'm trying to think.
Fuck no.
Not off the top.
No lie. Every time I was scrolling on like TikTok or scrolling on like Instagram, it was a picture of some white boy beating up his damn stepdaddy. Yeah. And I was like, and I was sitting there, I remember one day I was thinking in my head, like, yo, is this little nigga ever fucking try me, man?
Yo, this is fucked up, right? All right, I'm gonna say this shit real quick. This is fucked up, right? I got pissed one day. I forgot. I forgot what I was mad about. Yo, listen, I'm not like this all the time. But I got pissed one day, and Tiffany had pissed me off one day, bro. And it was about something we were arguing about on my stepdaughter. And I said something, and Tiffany got really fucking mad because I said it. I said, listen, if that motherfucker, I'll fuck his ass up in front of her or some shit like that. Something along those lines. Yeah, and she got so upset with me, bro. And I felt so bad after I said it because I understand like that kind of concept. But that's like the kind of challenges that you face when you're trying to raise, you know, a kid that has somebody else. And I'm always trying to be really fair, like, you know, really, really fair, where it's like I don't ask her to call me dad. I don't even want her to call me dad. Like I never want that. I'm not trying to take anybody's place. I'm just being here. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for you when you got your recitals. I'm here for you when you got your homework, whatever it is. I'm here for you because I'm awesome. She calls me awesome sauce. Like she even called me that because when we first met, I said I was just saying awesome sauce. Everything she was saying, I was like, that's awesome sauce. Just like trying to vibe with her and shit. Mm-hmm. But so she called me awesome sauce to this day. And I've known the girl since she was 7. But but yeah, as far as listen, like I can't even imagine.
Let me tell you, real talk, because like I said, when I got with my wife, my kids were probably what 9 and 7, so they were little kids. So you know what I'm saying. So we have had over the years, we have had moments where we bump heads, and you know what I'm saying. I came in as like trying to be the fun, like. I didn't want you to call me dad. Don't call me dad. I'm not your dad. Just let me be. Just give me the respect, and I love you. I'm gonna love you regardless. You don't have to call me dad. You are my son, regardless of whatever situation is. But we have moments where you try to parent. You try to be the parent, like, and they look at you like, motherfucker, you ain't my daddy. Like you had those moments. We have those moments. But I get to the point. I get to the place now where, like, and I was thinking in my head, like, I would never want to get to the place where you like, you know what? I'm gonna take this motherfucker. Like, and I don't want to never. And I was thinking about them videos. I remember seeing those videos when the dude's like, yeah, my stepdad think he gonna tell me to go to bed. I'm gonna fuck his ass up, dude. I don't know what the fuck. I wouldn't know what to fucking do. I wouldn't know what the fuck to do. I wouldn't like other than fight back. I wouldn't know what the fuck to do. I couldn't see myself.
Listen, I fought my father,
I love you that much
on multiple occasions. Which sounds really bad, knowing that I'm a dad and my son better never fucking try me. But
it's gonna happen though. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I know, and I think that's why I'm kind of. It sucks because I don't try to take my shit out on my son in any way. Mm-hmm. I completely stopped hitting him like at this point, and when I say hitting him, like just when he needed to get his ass beat, like I took care of it in the past. But I've never been really the beating parent. I'm strong as shit, bro. I don't got no time to be breaking my fucking kids' arms and send them to school and diapers and shit. But so I try my best to handle everything non-physically. But when it's time to get in his ass, it's time. But I've even retreated from that. So I don't even touch my kids at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but I know that there's been times that he is going to try to challenge me, but I still try to maintain that figure. Like, yo, listen, if you ever even fucking think about it, you know, don't even try that road. And it is becoming more because he is getting older. But yeah, me and my father have had physical fucking fights, man. And not trying to like whatever. One was when he was drunk. I had just got my tattoo on my arm right here. It's a fucking rip in where the tattoo is. Or no, it was this one. It's a rip where the rocks were on my arm and shit. Cause he went to hit me, and I kind of took him and threw him. He was twisted. We were moving, and he was just twisted out his fucking mind and shit. Now we got into an argument, and then we started fighting. And he scratched my fucking tattoo, a fresh tattoo. I had all the shit on it or whatever. And so we fought that time. And the time I was about to say before, when I was saying I didn't want to say too much, fuck it, we talking. The last time my dad came over my house and shit, I bought him these 2 beers and shit, and we were drinking together. And he was drinking a lot, kind of more as we were talking, and we didn't really realize it. And we were in the house. My sister came over, and it was like a bad situation because my sister and my father had like kind of a beef, and we didn't know she was coming, so they kind of started getting into it. And they were like talking kind of heavy. And my kids are all home, my girl's home, my brother's over there, and his wife is over there. So we're all downstairs in the living room. It's a crazy fucking story, bro. So I forgot how it happened, but my dad had his gun on his holster and shit. So at one point he had took the gun out, and he was because I said I think it's because I took the bottle away, and I said, yo, you're done drinking, like there's no more, like this is getting too reckless now, you're getting too loud, too wild.
You ain't taking that bottle away from me, boy.
Bro, listen, on some real shit. On some real shit, that's kind of how it was. Because that's why he pulled. I was telling him, I was like, "Oh man, you're getting too excited, and you got the gun on you and shit like that." And he pulled out the gun, and he was on some. It's not even loaded, like it's not even cocked or whatever. It's blah blah. There's nothing in the chamber. And I said, "Yo, Dad, put that fucking gun down. Like, put the gun down, put it back in the holster." And he was so hell bent on trying to show me that it wasn't loaded that at one point he went to cock it back. He was like, "You have to pull it back." So I went and grabbed him, and then we actually wound up in a fight, like, over the gun and shit. My fucking Tiffany standing right there. My brother was right there. The kids were right upstairs, right above us. At any time, I'm thinking, this fucking gun can go off in my house. So I finally wrestled the fucking gun from him. And after I got done, Jay took the fucking gun, took it in the kitchen or whatever, and I was so mad. I fucking threw this nigga on the floor, and I went to go like finish the job. But luckily, I had enough sense. I was so fucking mad, bro. And all I can think is like, this motherfucker could have just shot my fucking house up. And even Tiffany, the one who's always like on my side, like, no, don't do that. She's always against me getting hot. Even she was like, yo, I'm letting him fuck him up right now if he does it. Come on. Yeah. I stopped and everything. I just couldn't believe it. But I was like, I wanted to kill him at that point, bro. But so we've definitely had, I've had fights with my father, man, and I hope that it never comes that way to me and my son.
And then I'll say I don't want like so me and my sons, man. Now I'm the type of dude I'll get in your face. Now when you wilding out, I'm gonna wild out with you. Now I'm gonna do that. I don't want us to get to that place where it's unforgivable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and to be honest with you, I've got to a place. I've had a time where I had to jump on the ass, like, look, get your you wilding out now. I got to really, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to get to the place because it will hurt me deep down for real. But like, look, because I watched this kid grow up. You know what I'm saying? I watched these kids grow up. I love them like their minds for real. So I would never want to get to that place where like, look, we got to throw some bowls for real.
Yeah.
Because I now have because once you hit me, I ain't gonna see you as my child anymore. I'm gonna see you.
Yeah. No, I feel you, bro.
Yeah, it's almost like a line you just don't cross. Like,
yeah, I cried after the first time I fought when he scratched my tattoo. I cried when I was in the kitchen. Yeah, I felt bad, man, because it's some shit like you don't ever want to go through that shit, man. You don't ever want to be that kind of person.
Yeah, it's like my son's 8, and we have a dope ass relationship, and but one of our like day-to-days is like we just wrestle, right? And then we're playing football right now. So pretty much doing little drills with him, but then we do like a tackle football. I let him, tackle me. I'm getting up and down 40 damn times. And then we wrestle a lot, right? And he's done a year of karate. He's doing some MMA stuff right now. Like a couple days a week. He doesn't really like it, but I'm like, no,
stay on that shit.
So, but man, like even the other day, bro, like yesterday, like we be like fighting on the bed, or I body slam him, right, pick him up, boom, right there on the mattress and shit, and but sometimes just kicking and stuff, like he just randomly, he'd be randomly like the other day, this motherfucker like hit me in the jaw, like
That's hard.
like he kicked me on this side, but this side hurt the most. Look, the shit like did like a shift. I was like,
yeah,
and bro, I'd be like, literally like, and he know immediately. He's like, sorry.
Yeah,
I gotta snap out of it. Like, okay, like time to fuck
like,
out.
It's gonna get to a point where I feel like, look, I think me and my dad got into it before.
Yeah.
You get to the point where they gonna get old enough, they're big, they're gonna be stronger. Like they gonna look at you like, man, this nigga can't tell me what the fuck to do no more. And it's gonna happen. But you gotta know how to control yourself with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want it.
Yeah. Well, that's just like completely play stuff, you know, right? But I'm saying, like in general, I keep you know, I walk up on him. We just do wrestling stuff, right? But I'm thinking over the years and years, I bet one day, and he's a stocky kid too. He might not be as tall as me. He might be taller. But sometimes it'll be like fast forward and like, yo, one day I might have to just wrestle this motherfucker for real. Like, you know, he might be like, let's go play tackle, dad, or you know, what's up? And I'll be like, what's up? Nah, you know, I'm like, you know, foreshadowing shit. Like, have to headlock him at a Thanksgiving one day. Like,
yeah,
you know, mama hit it like, let him go. Like,
yeah, it does
like
change, man.
That almost be cool. That almost be like a blessing though too. Like, you know, like that baby boy shit. You know, just push him back. Like, you know, I love you. I love you, motherfucker. Let's go eat.
Oh man.
I think my son is gonna definitely be taller than me too. I definitely think he's gonna be tall. His mom's side of the family, they're all tall, and his grandfather's really tall. He's already at like my shoulders at this point, so he might be taller than me.
How old is he?
12.
Ooh.
Son's going on 12, going on 13. Yeah, I think he's gonna be tall, man. He's gonna stretch the fuck out.
Let me tell you, I looked at my youngest. My youngest is taller than my oldest. My youngest, I think he's 6 foot now. I think he's about 6 feet. And my oldest is 5'10". And you ever see they stocky as hell, man? My oldest is swole. My oldest is literally cut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And my youngest is thick and big, and they're both on the football team. And I was looking, I said, yo, damn, these motherfuckers, they gonna try me.
Yeah.
I love them though, man. They cool, man. We ain't gonna. Yeah. I told them before, I said, we ain't gonna cross that line, man. You don't want to cross that line. I don't want to have to cross that line with you.
Yeah, man. It's a sucky thing, bro. It's definitely a sucky thing. Ever since that experience, my father hasn't been over my house, any of that shit. Yeah, it's been almost a year. It's been almost a year. I'm not holding grudges, but it was a bad experience, man. It was a really bad experience. I never had to deal with anything, you know, that bad in my house from like somebody like my father, like anybody else. I'm like, listen, I'm just gonna fucking murder you, but like because it's him, you know what I mean? Like, and that's what's also really crazy, man. Like I think we were talking about it a little while ago about the kind of control that you start to have. Like, I was like, I keep saying fucking 50 times this show, I was really reckless when I was younger, bro. Like, me stopping to think about, I'm going to stop and consider what's going on. That shit never would have happened before. Like, I would have just reacted and just dealt with the consequences afterwards. But now it's like, you know, with that growing shit, you start to really pay attention to like what you're doing, and it's weird, man. It's like you're battling yourself in a way.
But B, I think it's crazy because you're in that, like, with that situation with your dad, you was like a parent and a child at the same goddamn time. So that's the part that got you. You know what I'm saying? Because the child part in here, like, man, I can't do this. Like, this is my dad. But then the parent, like, no, I got to defend my family. This is my family. I'm gonna worry about. So you in that whole that's a tough situation. Man.
Yeah, that sucked, bro. That shit really, really, really fucking sucked.
I can only imagine that, but you're gonna choose a parent every time, motherfucker. Daddy, you gotta go, Daddy. What the fucking up?
No, I can see him there. Well, Richard, get the fuck out.
Yeah, I don't know. I never hope that I ever get into no situation like that where I'm dealing with, and it sucks that, you know, you have this rationality too. It's like I don't ever want to ever let my son see me. But I personally feel like, I don't know if anybody can feel like this, but I feel like that my father's caliber is a little different. And I think I understand it now that I'm older. And I kind of know that I don't think I'm ever going to be the way he is, if that makes sense. Even though I might have relatable traits, but as far as mentality, I definitely don't think I'm going to follow his footsteps in that way. Not even just natural progression. I think I'm old enough to understand that at this point. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty positive of it because he doesn't have a good outlook on the world, man. He's very closed-minded with shit. I'm trying to knock my dad. Like, he was there, he took care of us whole life and everything. He's still around, but
sometimes you just gotta separate yourself from your closest ones, man.
True, man. Unfortunately,
that is true.
I'm a guy that doesn't. I was adopted and everything, so I don't have the blood aspect. Like family. People that I rock with closest aren't my kin. I just go off that. But before we get too lost in the sauce, I know you guys gotta wrap it up. So and I'm trying to do these shows under 3 hours anyway. So
gotcha. Cool. I'm glad we came on, bro. I'm really glad you posted because I was literally cleaning up. I saw Harris. I'm like, man, fuck that. I'm about to stay up and get on Harris's drink. And I ain't been on Eric. I'm fucking super. I wasn't expecting you to jump on here with us and shit.
Hey, no, I was getting up at work, man. I seen it in the chat, man. So I said, well, I'm at work right now. I can't really go in it. When I got off, I said, oh shit, they still on. Let me check it out. And I heard somebody, y'all, but who choking your bitch out? I'm like, well, wait a minute.
Where it all started and shit.
Wait a minute. Matter of fact, I got something to say about this. And that's why it's not a problem, man.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. It was good meeting you, man. And now we made this connection, try to pay a little more attention and we can get you back on and,
definitely.
Yeah, man.
Harris, we got to get you back in the chat, bro. I know you your time slots and stuff like that, and you've been doing the radio. You've been doing a lot of big things, bro. I'm definitely proud of you, man.
I got your calendar, thing, and I was like, yeah, I just gotta book something, and I'm just, but Sundays are a bitch, man, because there's money maker, especially with this football, and be. So I'm always like, but we'll definitely make it happen. Halloween, Thanksgiving. I'm still planning to do a pods bash. I'll come to yours, you come to mine. The same shit.
Oh yeah. Same shit as last year.
Yeah.
Eric too. Eric, we going pods giving, bro. All fucking day. We going straight through.
I'm ready.
If you're doing like it'd be cool if we could cross promote a little more. Maybe I don't know how long you're planning to go. 8 hours was like pretty extreme. I was even thinking I was to do 1 4 hour this motherfucker. But I'll do a 4 and then promote, hey, just like last year, but even more. We're going over to Beelines, for dinner. I'm whatever it is. Yeah. Do like a
thing. I'll do a special episode then. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on this hiatus to the beginning of the year, but I can do a special episode and y'all can come on, man, and have random thoughts with me. And it'd be great, man.
I'm down. I'm however you guys want to work it. I mean, Harris, like you said, if you were going to do one, I definitely can work mine around yours. Whoever wants to do the closer, I think you closed last year. I love Eric. We had this shit last year. We literally did like a fucking Thanksgiving pod what do we call it? A pod palooza or some shit like that.
Pods giving.
Yeah.
So that's great. I did last year I did DC's Guinness World Record.
That's right. I remember that.
I was on DC's like Guinness Book World Record, and so he went 48 hours of having a live stream. We did.
I didn't know DC was one who did that shit.
Yeah, that was DC. That was DC's. So I had to say, we were having podcasters jump in and out. Okay. And I remember I got on there as soon as I got for work, man. And I did like 3 or 4 hours of my show, and it was like we all joked around, and it was crazy.
That's
awesome. A crazy ass experience. That was a crazy experience.
Is there a certain requirement? Because I'm about to go call up my Adderall dealer, or maybe go get a. We're gonna go 60. Damn, bro,
he did it during I think it was Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday weekend, I think it's for the Guinness World Record, and we went. I think he went. Shit, I think I want to say 50 some hours, 50 some hours, of a straight live stream podcast, and he had like different podcasters hosted the show, and it was just like you just came in and out. It's never stopped,
That's
and you
cool.
could jump in. You could jump in at any time. And it was you was meeting somebody from around the, like he had people from around the country hosting his damn show. And I was like, oh, yo, that was cool, man. That was cool.
That's pretty cool, yeah. I love shit like that. Yeah, I'm doing this last laugh challenge too, bro. I want you guys to be a part of it too, man. I'm still putting it together. I was gonna try to save it for next year, but I'm thinking December I'm gonna actually have it finished and start it. It's gonna be a lot of fucking fun. It's gonna be like a routine kind of thing. And I want to see it who, like, we'll have winners and losers, and then if more people get into it, we might make it kind of big. You feel me? So
what you gonna do is like whoever gets stumped or something, they get kicked out.
Yeah, well, you're gonna basically. I'm trying to have it so it can be because I want whoever to have it. I want it to be a full show. So if you got motherfuckers that's in there just laughing their life away, I'm gonna try to make it so everybody knows, like, yo, try your hardest not to laugh. Like I'm gonna try to make you laugh. I'm gonna try to sit back on it, so I'll be kind of just directing it and shit. Because I'm picking the videos and stuff, but yeah, it's going to be basically that. It's going to be roast battles where either we roasting like different pictures of celebrities or different videos that we're watching. Well, maybe somebody's cooking nasty food, and you got Eric and Harris is going up against to see who's going to make people laugh the most, or see who laughs the most.
Let me tell y'all,
it's going to be fun as shit.
I'm the worst guy. You tell me to tell a joke. I'm the worst guy to telling jokes. But when it comes to like I become just naturally saying some crazy shit, that's me.
There you go. So yeah, you definitely gonna want to be on it. Yeah, I'm gonna find like jokes and shit too, like to like we read a joke. You see them, they're doing it a lot now. But one person reads a joke, if the other person laughs, it's just the same shit, but it's our own spin on it. And I'm trying to do a lot of fun shit like that, bro. I want to have fun.
So like dad jokes.
Yeah, I'm not doing any more interviews. I don't know if I said this. I'm not doing any more interviews. I'm not doing interviews anymore. I'm done with that life. It's gotta be like us talking shit, getting on like just how this show is tonight. Like us talking about stuff, man. Whether it be current events, whether it be past experiences. This is the shit that I love with this, bro. I'm done talking to the life coaches and shit every day. Like just certain people out. If I want to talk to you, I'll have you on and we just talk open discussion. But as far as just these guaranteed interviews, I ain't doing that shit no more.
The regimented, that shit.
Yeah, I'm over it.
Oh man, I don't know. I try to change. Every season of my show, I change it up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My season 5 to me was like I call it my Dr. Phil season because I was on my serious like interviews. We're gonna dive deep, and I said after this season, I don't know what the hell my next season is gonna be. And I thought about, you know what? It's gonna be my story time season. I want us to go in there, and I mean, we all been through some shit. Oh yeah. So I want everybody to get a chance to like, look, this is what the hell we went through, and this is the story.
That's cool.
Yeah. When I get you, when we talk again, man, let's get into that because about to wrap up because that could be a whole nother thing. Because I talked to the honestly Helen as well, and she was like, season. I'm just going straight, fucking shot. I'm trying. Yeah. I'm like some shit, but it'd be interesting to get into everybody's, psyche of how our pub. I call mine a pubcast. I'm trying to separate from motherfuckers.
I feel you.
Pubcast, but now, man, I'm gonna do a little quick outro here, and man, I appreciate you, brothers.
Yeah, sure, bro. Great show, man. Great fucking show.
As always, like I tell everybody, Eric G, though, one time you're a guest. After that, your family, motherfucker, and here at the Hyder Pub. So come back through.
Always.
Hell yeah, man. And Harry's drinking again. Appreciate y'all, man.
Always, man.
Yes, sir. All right.
Go upstairs and get 4 hours of sleep and get my ass back to work tomorrow.
Oh man, I'm gonna go upstairs and get my ass kicked. My wife came downstairs. I'm too loud.
Oh shit! All right, y'all, be good.
All right, bros. All right. Beeline and Eric G on the check-in. You never know what you're gonna get over here at the Harris to Drinkin Again Pubcast. We got some Long Island in a can that's doing, tasting pretty good, 12%. A little late for the 12%, so I might not finish it. Hey, thank you, fellas, so much for gracing the Haida Pub. If you are any sort of listener, anybody that even scrolled across, thank you for even 1 ounce of your time or energy, because you could be anywhere in the world. Look at this beautiful world out here. Look at that beautiful pink sky and that water. You could be over there at that TA. You could be at that casino right there. You could be at we had North Carolina on the tap in. North Carolina raised up. So I appreciate it. Much appreciated. Shout out to Podbean. Not much traction over there tonight, but thank you so much. Buck, Virgo, and some bot people. And Richie Dutchy earlier on. I'm actually just going to end it here on the pod. Thank you so much. Also, Harris is Drinking Again on Spotify. Help us get up over there, man. Beeline, I'll try to make some more of your lives over there. I had a lot of laughs tonight, man. It was cool. We had a good rapport. Fellas, I like that. It was a good show. Great content. Yes. Next week, episode 92 already. What else is going to come to us this week? It'll be interesting, man. Episode 92. This week, WDJY FM, 11 p.m. Pacific, or 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific, excuse me. We got some stuff up there. Next week, Artie Hoffman interview. We've had him on twice. That'll be up on WDJY FM for the Halloween special Halloween episode. Great stuff. Excellent. Man. We never did get a message from our drop here.
Hey, man. This is Tommy Chung, and you're listening and watching Harris is Drinking Again. Sounds like a ghetto movie.
What's cracking, y'all? It's Lil Kelpie from the 1503, a.k.a. Kelpie the P, a.k.a. call me whatever you want, just don't call me broke. And I'm fucking with the Harris is Drinking Again podcast, one of the first podcasts or platforms to put me on. Y'all better stay following them, watching them. Stay tuned for more shit. Big things happening in the future.
Harry's drinking again! That's right. All right. Next week, same place, same time, Thursday night, 8 p.m. Pacific, episode 92. Flossin' and Dawson and Boston. This was a good one. We'll see what happens. Everybody, peace and love, man. Good night. And I'm out. Yo. You have been listening to the Harris is Drinking Again pubcast. For more, go to YouTube, type in @HaidaPubcast. Look us up on Spotify, any and all streaming platforms. Harris is Drinking Again pubcast. Thank you.